his eye.
Well, in about 20 seconds, I'll tell you. Alright. You're in Vandal's room?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Okay. You go ahead and go in there, and he's not in there clearly. There's nothing that really catches your eye.
In that case, Hendrik's just gonna drop the clam chowder onto the table with the rest of the food, and he's gonna step out of the room and close the door behind him. And I think Rick already went to his room, no?
No,
He
Rick's right
turned
here.
around to go to Claudius's.
Thunk, 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 thunk,
Well,
thunk,
he would
thunk,
have
thunk.
gone to
Claudius is gonna wake up.
It's just insistent knocking. Thunk, 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 thunk,
At
thunk,
that
thunk,
point, then
thunk,
that means like Rick is gonna be doing that first. Then
Hello?
technically.
No, he
I
went to his room and
need
back.
you to play a drinking game with me.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
Vandal,
No.
are you stopping at the bar?
Yes. For a second.
Yes. Drinking game.
Go to bed.
Dude's just like drink.
No. At this
Drink
point, I'd actually
all
like to
time.
go walk around this train to meet people. See who's all here and what's this place is about.
Oh, on.
No, you should have came and drank with Vandal and I. What did I say? Was it last night considered?
No, it's still the middle of the night. It hasn't passed yet. Everybody has to go to bed for that.
How long was I asleep?
Like 4 to 6 hours. You're still
What time of night is it?
hungover.
About 4 or 5 a.m.?
No, about 3, 2.
Okay. No, go to bed.
I need you to come with
I'll
me.
go with you while you drink if I can get some food.
Tomorrow.
You'll play some drinking games.
I'll play drinking games with you tomorrow night. The night, that doesn't mean like the evening, not 3 a.m. when you're waking up everyone on the train with your giant metal arms banging on doors. Surprised the champion's been able to sleep at all.
I'm gonna slowly move. Rick's gonna slowly move past him, but like he's gonna chest bump him the entire way because it's a tiny hall and he's a big dude, and then he's gonna walk toward his bed with his arms hanging down and slumped over like he's all defeated.
We'll get you a kitty, and I'll play a drinking game with
I'm
you
gonna
tomorrow.
assume that happens while like Hendrik was in Vandal's room because
Yeah.
yeah.
Alright. Vandal, you are at the
Yeah.
bar.
Sorry. Yes.
Well, you're not
At the
looking as
bar.
pale anymore. Get some food in you.
Yes. I apologize for earlier.
Dude,
I was out
fine.
of sorts.
It's fine as long as your friend cleaned up.
Of course.
Well, I get you.
Aha! Sorry. Currently nothing. I think I'll just get some rest.
You have a good night.
You as well.
Peacekeeper kind of wave. Take care.
Just kind of motion my hand over toward him.
I'm gonna walk back to. Is the bartender? Do I know if he's awake or anything?
No. It's 3 a.m. though.
Vandal, is there anywhere to get food here?
After you're done
Two
sleeping, maybe.
cards. 2 cards down.
Is everyone going to sleep?
Looks like it.
Did I notice Hendrik's going to his room, or what is Hendrik's doing?
Yeah, you would notice him and Rick both doing that.
I mean, Hendrik is like heading back to his room now, so if you're trying to catch him, you'd have to go to him.
Vandal, what are you doing? You don't
I'm
really
doing.
sleep.
I don't sleep much, but I was going to attempt to sleep now.
Alright, well, I guess I'll go to sleep. We'll get breakfast in the morning if you'd like.
Sure.
At this point, Claudius only been asleep, you said like 4 hours maybe?
Yeah.
Okay, well, I'll just go ahead and go back to my room and go to sleep then. And get up early in the morning. Claudius usually wakes up very early.
So you
Un-
notice that there's
un-
clam chowder in there, Vandal.
Hmm.
In his room?
Yeah.
I pick up all the leftovers. I go out of the room. I go knock on Claudius's door.
What?
I have some food for you.
I can smell it.
It's clam chowder and cheese
I-
bites.
I don't want that.
Yeah, you do.
And I put it down on the counter. And I walk out.
What is this? Where is this from?
From the food cart.
What? I don't like clams.
It's not really clam-y.
I'll eat the cheese bites.
Well, it's all you're getting.
I'll
So
get breakfast.
I'll go back to my room.
Literally 3 a.m. I'm getting up at like 6.
Yeah, up eating cheese bites for you. Just going to. That's all he's
Claudius
doing.
getting that. He's getting that bulk in. It's bulking season, baby.
No, no, for an
The
old
good
man,
bulk.
that's just him getting fat
Wow. He's been training really hard lately.
for a week.
He's been training really hard lately.
All right. Anyway, you all go to sleep. You all get your rest, and then it becomes morning. First would be Oscar. You wake up first. You see Rick just like flopped over, one leg on the wall, upside down.
Yeah, if you give me a second, I will. I was in the middle of something, sorry. Yes, I will find myself, and I will, awaken, and, is Rick asleep?
Yeah, he's knocked the fuck out.
Alright, I guess I will go down to the bar.
At the same time, Hendrik, you heard the doors start to open.
Hmm?
Okay.
You heard the doors open from Oscar.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I guess I'm gonna go to the bar. Can I just put my piece there and wait for you to get back to me?
Sure. Everybody else as well hears the doors opening.
What door's opening?
All of the doors that lead to the next car.
All at once?
No. One by
Okay.
one, Oscar's walking by everybody. So, what do you guys want to do? Vandal, you do get good sleep that night.
I guess
Yeah.
Hendrik's gonna try to go to sleep for the night to keep his sleep schedule.
You already
set.
slept. This is the morning.
Oh, it's already morning.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, that's what I was saying. He woke up for the morning.
Well, Hendrik's washing up again, so he'll do that first.
Can I go and shower anywhere?
You can shower in your clam chowder.
No.
It's
That might-
fresh, dude.
In my kitchen.
Shower in a train.
They have toilets. They've got to have some kind of water.
They do, but they don't have showers.
So just use the toilet water. You heard me. I'm not a monster. Use the one that hasn't been used.
Are you doing that like tapping noise out there, man?
Me? Yes. I'll mute my mic. Sorry.
No, not you. That.
Oh yeah, it's my belt.
Okay.
Sorry.
This?
No, I heard it. I'm like, is someone in the house?
You mean wait, hold on. Like that or no?
No, it's not you. It's not
No, it was me and my reflective belt. I'm just clipping it and unclipping it. I guess it sounded like there was someone else in the house, but I don't know why they would be using a belt and just clipping and unclipping it.
I don't know what it was. Anyway, so Hendrik, you clean up. Vandal,
Yep.
Rick, no, not Rick. Claudius.
I'll go ahead and get dressed and everything.
You get dressed with the only set of clothes you have.
I'm also making a hot dog.
He's eating wieners after he said he doesn't like clams, so interpret that as you want.
Disappointed that's the opinion of you.
Now, offhanded question: is there any kind of cold storage in these rooms?
Not in the room.
Interesting. Gonna have some really interesting escapades then.
Yeah.
Lots of shitty steak.
Some shit steaks. So Claudius, you are dressed, ready to go.
I'd like to go ahead and walk to the bar. That is so far the only source of food I know?
I didn't give you food there. But Hendrik, go ahead and where are you going?
Actually, I'm gonna go find Oscar.
So you go to check his room and you see Hendrik leaving.
Okay.
What did you do?
Not from his room.
Oh. Good morning, Hendrik.
Yeah, he's right next to him, so. Okay, you guys see each other.
Claudius.
Good morning.
Morning.
Would you like to find out where to get some food?
Food? Yeah. A little bit of breakfast wouldn't hurt.
Sounds fairly. How about some hot dogs and sauerkraut?
For breakfast.
So sausage and sauerkraut, you say? I don't
Yes.
think they serve anything like hot dogs, do they? Whatever that is.
No such thing as a hot dog yet.
Sausage and
They
sauerkraut.
definitely have stuff like hot dogs, but they don't have the machine pressed fucking hot dogs.
Yeah, I don't think hot dogs in essence quite exist in this time period or industrial time period yet.
Yeah. Vandal, what do you do?
I think he's way down to get something to eat first.
Before or after sleeping?
You already slept.
I did.
Yeah.
Oh.
This is the morning.
All right.
And as you look outside there is hardly any light because you're in the jungle now.
Sorry.
Hardly any light because I'm in the jungle. What? We're in the jungle. Oh, okay. Wait.
Yeah, the canopy
It's
over the
already been
top.
explained. All right.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's already been explained. All right, cool.
You're like,
I'm
oh
out.
yeah.
I'm getting out.
And Claudius is not at his computer, so I gotta throw his token off the fucking train.
Sorry.
So.
Well then I am going to walk toward the bar with everybody else. That I assume everyone is at. Because why wouldn't we be at the bar?
Only a matter of time for that, but alright. Right. So you all actually
you leave the room.
you all finally meet up. You see the peacekeeper over there sitting in the couch reading the newspaper. Hey, you're all up pretty early.
Yep, feeling like for some breakfast myself here.
Wait, did everybody get to the bar before me?
No, they got there
No, we.
like at the same time in essence. Oscar, you were there a little bit before, so let's.
Yes, so I should have
Yeah, you do.
conversation priority. And I'm going to ask the bartender where I can get some grub and if he would like some.
I don't need any. I eat in the middle of the night before I wake up in the morning. I can take your order here and get one of the forge to make it, but you gotta eat in the dining car down the way.
Oh, so the next car over.
Mm-hmm.
And then I am going to ask him if he would like to share a drink and another cigarette. And I will roll one and offer him and ask if, and tell him again, sorry, I'm not an alcohol man, but I would like to share a drink and a smoke with you if you have the time.
I can have a smoke. I can't drink till it's later in the night.
Fair enough. How about some waters then?
All right. Hold on.
And
I have a better idea.
Okay. I'm gonna wait for him to.
You see him pull out what looks to be like this barrel. He sets it up, and then he presses a button on the bottom, and it starts filling up a glass with this kind of like a reddish yellow fluid, and he hands it over. Pours some for himself. Cheers.
Oscar is going to toast him, smell it, and see if he can smell any alcohol.
There is no alcohol in it.
Then he's gonna drink it and ascertain the flavor. Describe the flavor to him.
When taking a drink, it's very like concentrated, as if a full fruit was pressed into that. Probably about 100 of them, and you taste a very strong flavor of mango.
Fuck it, Oscar likes mango. I don't like mangoes, but Oscar likes mango. Oscar is going to.
You don't like mangoes?
No, I
Damn.
don't. Oscar is going to
love
drink,
mangoes.
lower the drink after taking a sip and say, "This is a mighty fine beverage," and pull out his pocket watch and ask if he needs a light.
No. Oh, you see him actually pull out. Looks like a little silver square. I'm alright. And it opens up. And you see a little wick, and he flicks a wheel on it, and it lights. And he goes ahead and smokes it before clicking it shut.
Claudius would like to
Oscar
ask
will
him what
say-
that is.
You're not even.
well,
You don't even
Oscar-
see it.
Oscar is going to say, "That's a mighty clever little device."
Well. Bant City makes them.
Interesting. I may have to acquire one because you see, lighting things with my dragon all the time it can be risky. As the dragon lights his cigarette.
Big puff
I
of
don't-
fucking fire. Well,
And then I will put the dragon back and I will enjoy my drink and cigarette and engage him in pleasant small talk, if that's what he wants to do.
a lot of people do come through here a lot, though. You have been noticing that since the daytime. A lot of people come
Then
through asking for like a pack of smokes, sometimes
Then
alcohol.
I will not talk with him. I'll let him get back to his duties, and I will just smoke my cigarette and enjoy my drink.
About this time, as you're about halfway through the cigar that he handed you. Or no, are you smoking yours?
Rolled cigarettes for us.
Okay. Then yeah, you would be almost done with it as they are all coming in. Early morning for you all.
It sure is. Feeling a bit peckish again for breakfast.
Oscar's gonna wave hello to everybody and mention this fine drink.
One
What
drink
is
is it?
this fine drink?
Tastes like mango.
Tastes like.
Is
Wait,
there
what is
other?
it?
Mango.
Oscar You know what? Oscar actually doesn't know the flavor. He's never had a mango because he's never been this far south.
No.
And I imagine that produce is hard to ship in these times. So Oscar's going to say, it's just a wonderful flavor. I couldn't tell you what it is, but it's nice.
Y'all want some?
Yes.
Sure,
Where
why
can I
not?
get where can I get some breakfast?
We can put in orders here, but you gotta eat in the next cart over.
That's fine.
Everybody
What
write
do you have
down.
available?
Just write down what you want. There's more than likely something there for you. He hands you all a piece of paper as he starts pouring the drinks. What about you, kid? He points to Vandal. What do you want? You want some?
Try some wine. See how that goes.
Red or white?
Red.
Alright. Pour some. Hands it over.
Excellent. Thank you. I don't drink it yet.
So he hands you all the drinks. And he cheers again. There. Cheers.
I cheer and take small sip.
Your throat's not burning that.
Interesting. Yeah.
Yep.
Alright. And he looks to Oscar. What about you, Oscar?
I mean, I finished my cigarette. Everybody's here. I'm gonna say, well, I haven't eaten since.
Well, there's a piece of
last
paper in
night.
front of you to write down your order.
Yeah, Oscar's going to look at the barkeep and see if he is busy.
He spends a moment helping some other people, then comes back. Yeah.
And then I'm gonna ask him, like, what would he recommend? Because I don't know
Get
what
the
they
cod.
serve. Oscar's gonna write down the cod and,
Gets imported from
know,
Somerset.
he's gonna accept the advice of, the barkeep and, take, and order what the barkeep recommends.
He gives you this full lineup of fish. It's pretty good. It's set to be pretty good. Then you see us the Steam Forge wait for Vandal to write down his order.
In the meantime, once Hendrik is done, Hendrik's gonna go sit in one of the dining room seats. So he's gonna go over there first.
You see the man wave at you all. Have a good one. And the robot goes along.
Yep, Oscar goes into the car with Hendrik.
Take my wine with me. Strutting along is just like some rich fancy girl.
Strata!
And randomly disappearing.
Randomly disappearing. What?
Yeah.
You behind someone?
Randomly disappearing. I don't think so.
I'm muted. Have I gotten my food yet?
No. You
No,
have to eat in the
we're
cart.
waiting for it in the car.
Oh,
Yeah,
I didn't know.
we just went. Yeah, we just went to the car and are currently waiting.
First of all, that is a long train. Secondly, no, I'm not.
You just
And
gotta
anyone.
then go ahead and set it up.
Guess another token needs to be set.
Yeah.
Oh, you're far, far away. What are you doing all the way down there, your token?
What are you talking about?
I found your token.
Where is it?
It's right next to
It's-
Oscar.
No, that's his
Oh
name.
yeah, the new one.
Oh.
Yeah, the,
I don't know
I
what
guess I'm
happened.
pinging it, but it's like, it's really that far away.
Oh yeah, I see it. Oh my god, it's super far away. What the fuck?
Yeah,
It's like
unimportant then.
halfway across the scroll bar.
Yeah, how did that happen?
We're fine for now.
I have no idea.
Anyway, so there's 2 vandals. We have to kill the imposter.
One of them sus as fuck.
Oh,
That's
what
what
if,
Stagger.
what if
That's what
I'm
Stagger.
impostor?
When Oscar sees Vandal, how does Vandal look?
Like, what do you want exactly?
Like, meta knowledge, I know that there's something wrong with Vandal. He can't sleep.
Oh, he
But in
his
game,
eyes are no
I
longer
have
dark.
no-
His skin doesn't seem like really pale from last night's drinking or anything. He looks really healthy right now.
Okay. He doesn't have the lycanthropy curse. I know about that curse. Does Claudius still have that curse on him, meta knowledge?
Meta-wise, yeah, he does.
Okay, I don't think Oscar knows about it though. I didn't even know about. No, I do know about his lycanthropy. So I'm gonna sit with Claudius. Actually, that's what I'm gonna do.
You
Gonna sit
say
with
as you
Claudius.
sit with Hendrik?
Technically, there's 4
Well,
seats
Claudius-
there, but there's definitely not enough room for some reason.
Ooh, I'm gonna sit across from Claudius.
So I'm just gonna say they're all
I
2-seaters.
imagine.
Like
I
one
imagine
seat.
that I imagine that I would have taken up quite a bit of the booth with my demon armor anyway, so
Yeah.
no one could sit by me.
And
Vandal,
I'll
what are you
just
doing?
sit here in this singular chair.
Fuck all of you. I'm going over here.
Put my feet up as I eat my steak and drink my wine.
All of your food slowly arrives. All of it smells
And
great.
Oscar wants to have a conversation with Claudius.
Okay.
So Claudius, I imagine you remember well our encounter with the Pale King in the harbor? No, you don't, because you were asleep. Well, Claudius, I'm sure you've been informed of our encounter with the Pale King.
Yes. So
Uh,
I'm actually out of character. I've went back and watched all of that, so you're good.
Okay.
Anytime I fall asleep, I do go back. Since he puts the videos, I do go
Right,
back and
but
watch.
in game,
Yeah, in
Claudius.
game. Yeah, in game. No, I only know.
So,
but
yeah,
sure.
yeah. So, I'm sure you've been well informed of our little rendezvous with the Pale King,
Yes.
and I'm not sure if anybody told you, but he cursed Anbu. And thinking that reminded me of your curse. Could you explain that to me a little more?
Mine's lycanthropy.
Mm-hmm.
You see,
Do
see
you want to
people
be-
like looking around at you, like as you're saying, like what?
I didn't say that
Oscar-
very loudly. I kind of like got close and said it because I know
Okay.
the.
Oscar
Yeah.
is
It's not
going
like they'd
to.
believe you anyway.
Oscar is going to, as he's munching on his food, and then he's going to ask Claudius if he would like to try to be rid of it.
Yeah, that would make. I mean, I haven't really had any incidences with it for a while. and
Oscar
the
is
first-
going to ask, that's the wrong one. He's going to ask Claudius to put his hand across the table.
All right.
And Oscar's going to touch him and attempt to do that.
So what's the highest level spell slot you have?
I guess I will cast it at a level 4.
So when you cast it initially, you feel the pressure of it, and then you recast it with the 4th level. So you lose, in theory, 7 levels
Okay.
of your stuff. And you see his eyes turn
so
like...
hold on. You mean I lose a level 3 and a level 4 spell slot?
Yes, yes.
Okay, that's fair.
Yeah, so you see his eyes go wide, and this like bestial howl is let out. He tries to stifle it for a moment, but nothing. And the guy next to you guys, like, are they? Oh my god, they're so progressive. Look at them. And they don't think anything of it. They think it's more like Claudius trying to get you in the mood. As Claudius, delete all those off your sheet.
Well,
And Oscar is going to ask him with a huge sigh.
How do
'cause
I-
I imagine
how do I
that would have been
delete
quite
it?
strenuous.
Click the little setting bar.
You click the little lock, and then you just hover over it, and you can hit the little delete button.
I imagine removing a curse like that would have been quite strenuous for Oscar. So with a
Your
huge sigh,
body.
he's just going.
Like, when you did it, you notice that the top of your hair, like all the hairs on your arm, are sticking up, and where every one of them is, it feels as if your arm is like dissolving.
Well, I can't see my arm because I'm in demon-clad armor.
No, but you feel it. You feel it.
Oh, but I feel it. Yeah, he's gonna shake his hands a little and then kind of clasp, like put his fingertips against each other, so all his fingertips, kind of like Shikamaru, but not upside down. And then he's going to lean into Claudius and ask him, "Do you feel any different?"
Does Claudius feel different?
Not entirely.
Any
Feels-
kind of relief or anything?
You don't feel relief, but it feels as if a piece of you is gone.
I don't really know how to describe it. It's just kind of, I don't know. Something's changed.
Oscar's going to sit back in his seat and say, "There's no telling if what I did worked or not, so let's just enjoy our meal, and if the situation arises,
There is a way. There's one.
Oscar's,
There's one way.
Oscar's going to lean in and whisper and ask him, "What is that?"
Do you have any silver?
That is a damn good question.
Ever since I've had this curse, I haven't been able to get close to anything silver. As much as I'd like to have weapons made of silver, I can't.
Do I have anything made of silver?
Even if Hendrik does. I mean, I don't know.
Silver's not all that common, so
None of my pocket watches have silver in them.
they would have like
No.
silver inlays, like on the hands.
On the hands?
Yeah, like the hands of the thing.
Does my Bronson's top hat, which gives me +1 to all of my persuasion rolls that I've never used throughout the whole time?
I put
Does
it
my
on
Bronson-
to your settings, remember?
Oh, does it? Okay, because
Yeah,
I thought
I
I
put
had
it
to
there.
do it manually, and I was so mad. I was like, "Fuck!"
No,
'Cause
I
read that
added it.
last session, and I was pissed. Does my Bronson's top hat have any silver?
That's the ones with the goggles on it, right?
Yeah.
By the way, does Hendrik like hear their conversation while eating?
Yes. You would hear them.
So
The
Oscar's
top hat
Oscar's
doesn't
going to-
seem to have.
But-
I guess
okay,
like
yeah,
the
I've looked-
screws would.
No. They're fucking Ferris screws. Don't make this easy
Did
for me.
Claudius say it loud enough that he needs some silver that Hendrik can hear it though?
Sure.
Yes?
Sure. Yeah.
In that case, Hendrik's gonna take a moment, get up, and then it's like, are you sure?
Oscar is going to say, I have nothing silver on me.
That's the only way I know to check it.
Hendrik is like, he takes off the silver cross necklace that he's been wearing, and then just like puts it on Claudius's forehead.
Yeah, it burns.
Does it?
Yeah, it leaves a red mark on his forehead.
Well, Hendrik
Okay.
takes it off, and
I'll message you, Oscar.
uh,
That's really
does that
weird.
answer the question?
Oscar is going to sit back and just contemplate what he saw and think, and just think to himself. Interesting. He'll say interesting.
Hendrik's just gonna put the necklace back on and then just go back to eating.
Out of character, I'm very confused why all those things went away, but I'm still being burned by silver.
I have an idea, but
I also removed silver sensitivity from my sheet.
I have an idea, but I'll wait for.
This is all out of character. I
Yeah.
removed silver sensitivity from my sheet because I assumed, but
Well, what I imagine it is that it's not like you're cured of it, but the effects are still lingering. Because I couldn't use remove curse at a very high level. I could only use it at level 4. So I just have a sneaking suspicion that you might still have lingering effects, but that you should be.
so in character, I'm gonna ask, what was your sudden desire to try to get rid of that?
I told you. I said I was thinking about the curse on Anbu.
That's fair. Yeah, that was a little before you. At least before you were mixed in with us. At Orioles Deep. Do I still have a scar from that?
Oriel's deep?
Um,
From the bite?
Yeah.
Oscar is going to sit back and say maybe in a day or two I can try this again.
I'd be fine with that. I'm gonna show him the
But-
scar.
Well, don't disrobe yourself while we're eating. I want to have a meal.
No, I think it's on my shoulder, right?
Shoulder and neck.
Yeah, so I mean, I can just pull my shirt aside and you can see it.
Oh.
Yeah, I was pretty sure when I remembered that I got bit in the shoulder neck area.
Yeah, Oscar is just going to say, I might not have been able to do enough now. Let's give it some time before I try again. Maybe tomorrow.
I'm gonna look at Oscar and then kind of at Hendrix and be like, it's not. I have a lot of scars, but that one's definitely not the worst. I think there's one in particular that's much worse.
I don't know what one that is.
Neither do I.
Oh. Well, you guys have my chest open.
Oh yeah, we cut. Yeah. Oscar. Yeah, Oscar is just going to say, unnecessary procedure. Let's enjoy our meal now.
Is that healed all the way?
It's healed all the way from magical, like from magic. You don't even have a scar from that anymore.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Oscar's also going to mumble under his breath, "Stupid motherfucker made me lose my knife."
You had to remind Oscar of it. Now he's gonna be pissed at you all day.
Do I
No.
hear that?
No. Hold on. You know what? I'll see. I'm gonna roll stealth and see if I can get away with it.
And you can roll
Does
perception.
he hear it?
Oh god. Roll perception. Oh, he heard. Fuck, he heard somebody
I'm just
taking
gonna
a
look at
shit
him.
down the fucking train.
While we're at it, do I hear anything abnormal or necessary in this entire train?
Not in the entire train, but out of the 2 carts, you
it's
hear
fighting.
somebody having sex.
Nice. Is it Rick?
Yeah, he's jerking off.
Is it a dude behind him? Like, is a dude getting it in with Rick?
No.
Okay, a dude's getting it. I'm gonna tell them that Rick's having sex with the dude.
Whatever he wants to do is. Actually, I'm religious, so
It's not
I'll
a
have
child, Oscar.
I'll have to purge. I'll have to purge his sins for him later.
Oh boy. No. We'll figure out a way to get your knife back. I'm sure we're gonna see that thing at some point in time.
Yeah, I'm just gonna fucking grumble as I eat my food, angry now.
It makes you feel better. I can fight it with the daggers that I have, because that's a bow and arrow. Or I could just punch it to death. get you a new dagger.
It's not this.
Yeah, well, I lost my shotguns on the ship.
Yeah, you'll get your shotguns back. I don't know where my sealing blade is, you bitch.
You know what? Do you want some more food?
No, I'm just gonna eat my food angrily now.
Is anyone like a
Angrily.
waiter or anything walking by so I can order him another
Sure.
fruit juice?
I don't want.
I'm ordering him
I
another
don't
fruit juice.
What? What fruit juice?
The red fruity tasting drink.
Oscar's going to like tell the waiter, pay him no mind, serve your other patrons.
I'm gonna show him my cup of the drink.
We don't have that.
Okay.
Did you bring it on the train or something?
No, I got it at the bar.
Oh, yeah, no, we don't deal with drinks like that.
Can I get some ketchup?
What?
Oh my gosh, what do they have? Do you have syrup?
Like, yeah.
I get some syrup.
Alright, he just goes off, comes back, hands to you.
Thank you. I'm gonna put a little syrup on my sausage.
What the hell is ketchup? As he's walking off.
Do you have do you have soy milk or almond milk or cashew milk or pistachio milk?
Alright, so
Goat
Vandal,
milk?
are you eating your
None,
steaks?
none of the lactose, the lactose kind. I would like my coffee stirred with a shot of espresso, half cream.
So, you guys all finish up fairly quick.
Do I hear Rick finish up pretty quickly?
Sure.
Nice. Alright. I'm just gonna turn around and look at Vandal and be like, are you having fun in the corner? Vandal. Vandal.
I am having the time of my life. But if one can
Oh,
enjoy their own selves.
Would you guys like to
They're
go
not
see what's
complete
on the rest
person.
of this train since we've had food?
What else is there to explore?
An entire train?
Well, yes, but I've killed the imposter.
What?
He's
The
killed the
imposter's
imposter.
dead.
What does that even mean? I want to turn around and look at
You.
Oscar and say, I think we need to vote him off.
Oscar says vote cast.
As Hendrik finishes his meal, he goes to gets up and I'll be back, guys.
I
and
thought
starts
he
making
I
his
thought he
way.
said go to get sucked, and I was like, what?
Oh.
That easy?
Yeah, Hendrik about to get that good slurp.
Alright, I'm guessing you're going to Manji, right?
The Gluck
Yep.
9000.
You're not going to Manji?
Yeah, I said yes,
Okay.
going to Maji.
Yeah, go ahead and do that. As he slowly opens the door. Ah, yeah, here. So I found out a way to kinda have the effects. I'm not sure how it'll work entirely, but I used some of the leftover chemicals from when I went to Hardhome.
Alright.
And so,
Thanks.
yeah, no problem. Hopefully it works. I don't know what you want it for, but hey.
Let's just say it will be for victory next time, yes?
Alright. It is highly concentrated, so make sure you put it into something, dilute it.
Of course. At the very least, I definitely don't want it to become permanent.
Oh yeah, no, definitely not.
Alright. Thank you for your help.
Yeah, no problem.
Mm-hmm. I'll definitely come back to you.
Oh my god, I am to shit.
As Hendrik turns around, he starts making his way back.
So, while he's walking, what about you guys?
I'm gonna say that's gonna probably take a really long time because Hendrik was definitely like, spent some time walking there, talking, and then walking all the way back.
I'm gonna ask Oscar if he would like to venture the trip with me, or the train.
Oscar will say, sure.
Vandal, would you like to go?
Sure. I finish my steaks and wine, and I get up and go with y'all.
We's going on an adventure.
An adventure, an adventure, an adventure.
The adventure.
The adventure continues.
Next time on Dragon Ball Z.
Yeah, no, we're doing
Alright,
this
I'm
now.
about to shit. I'm about to shit myself, so I'm gonna mute my mic.
I don't know. That'd be more like the adventure
Please
continues
don't
in
mute.
Dragon Ball Z in 13 episodes.
Alright. I'll move Oscar with you guys.
Okay. I guess I'll go outside and go ahead and cross the next level. I assume I see Hendrix.
Oh yeah, right as you're doing that, you see him coming back.
Welcome back.
Thanks. As Hendrik moves on through.
We're gonna go venture down the train a little bit if you want to go.
I might join you a bit later.
Alright, sir. Have fun. I step out of his way of the door.
Does
Oscar.
Oscar see any employees in the car we're in?
You're still in the same one.
Okay,
Is that your
never mind.
cat?
Then you cross, and then you see employees in this one, yeah. It's like a lounge area for the cooks and stuff.
Oscar is going to ask if it's permissible to smoke in here.
You can smoke on the whole train, man.
Very
Yeah, they
well.
didn't have any of those rules back then.
Oscar's gonna roll up another cigarette and say, "It's good to be courteous before you do these
Like, as
things."
long
And
as you
then
don't do it in the sleeping
Claudius
area.
is gonna
people
say,
don't
Oscar,
care.
do you have another one of those?
Oscar will roll Claudius another cigarette, and he'll ask an employee if they have any way to light these.
Got a candle.
That'll work.
Good enough.
The one guy's like, I got a lighter. Oh, then, no, yeah, you just use that. You see him come up there, flicks open that like silver piece again, lights it. There you go.
Thank you.
And then he walks
Much
over
obliged,
to,
partner.
yep, lights it.
Oscar asks that guy if he would like a cigarette as well.
All right, don't smoke.
At this time, Hendrik's
Anyway.
going to see if he can get another serving of breakfast, like in a bag again.
Oh yeah, sure. What do you need?
Same thing as I had this morning.
Okay.
Sausage, bread, steak, and gravy.
He goes ahead and gets the order in. It'll take him a little bit, but yeah, we can get it ready in about 5 minutes.
Hendrik's gonna wait those 5 minutes.
I'm
Everybody
gonna look at the employees and say, so what else is there on this train? Obviously, it's mighty long.
Didn't you get a map when it came on?
Do I have a map?
It's in your journal. Everybody has it in the Roll20 journal.
Steam rail?
Yep.
Oh, I'm clicking the wrong thing.
Oscar's going to say, "I must have left mine in my quarters."
Oh,
Where's it at?
It's literally Steam Rail.
I clicked on that and it just doesn't show anything. It just shows the Steam Rail Pantheon's number one form of travel. Fare started 500
No.
gold.
Bant Steam Rail.
Oh, it's at the top. Is this in order? No, it's not. Super seating. A prison unit. Dining hall, bar, crew quarters, kitchen, crew quarters, VIP dining hall. Were we just in the VIP areas?
Yep.
Vant private quarters.
Like, okay, so if you look at this, it's literally in that order going down. Like, if you were to keep walking down. Currently, you're in the... So there's VIP dining hall. You're in the crew quarters.
I'm gonna look at Oscar and say, is it weird if we go to the prison unit?
Yes. Yes. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yes.
Sorry, I didn't know if my mic was muted or still. But yeah, Oscar's just going to say yes.
Hmm. There's a second bar. I'm in a regular bar and dining hall. Might be someone there we could talk to.
Yeah. Oscar's like, I'll follow you, but
Okay. I'm just gonna walk past the crew, thank them, keep
Mhm.
walking.
and we keep going.
Go into the second
This is
next
the
part.
this is the kitchen, and you see that people are cooking and doing a lot in here.
We'll quickly walk through to get out of their way. Go into the next one.
Vandal.
Let's go with them.
So this is the
snack stick for
quarters
later.
again.
So what did you say, Vandal?
Gonna ask for a snack steak for later.
Go and roll sleight of hand.
Ask for.
Oh,
Ask
okay.
for.
Oh yeah, sure. There you go. You're the one with the mason bat, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Gonna need a place to cook that.
Of course, of course. I've got one. No worries.
Alright. Anyway.
No one's eating raw steak around here.
No shitty steak.
Throws it in
This is another
the,
crew
throws it in the
quarters.
pocket.
Just put it
Do
in
I
your
see
pocket.
Vandal walking in with a steak?
No.
In my pocket. I'm not a monster. I'm not a savage. I
Walk
drink
through.
wine.
These are the quarters,
Damn.
so I'll walk through the quarters quickly. And then slowly enter the bar.
Coming in, you see a lot
Oh.
of people and a peacekeeper, followed by the bartender who's like, yeah, I'll get you whatever you go. Here you go.
I see 6 of the same person.
No, they're just random people.
I'll go up to the bar.
Or what do you want?
Some form of tea.
Oh, what the hell? Fine. He pulls out like the thing, starts pouring it, slams his cup down. $10.
There you go.
He pays it, hands it to you. Walks over to another person. What do you want? Of course. Pulls out a beer, hands him money.
Does anyone in this bar look interesting to me?
There's a peacekeeper in the corner. Then, of course, the bartender. Looks like he has the same facial features as Butler, only incredibly younger.
I'm gonna ask him if he's related to the butler.
Oh, for fuck's sake. Get out of here. Don't have to talk about my dad in this. Stay in the VIP area where you belong.
What's
Oscar's
wrong with
going to-
traveling this train?
Before Claudius speaks, Oscar's going to say, I apologize for my companion's rudeness. Please forgive us. We didn't mean to offend you. I mean,
Well, all it is, it's always, oh, he's gonna go get some people to help me here. Oh yeah, well, guess what? His help is not merited because I'm not gonna follow in his fucking footsteps, you know? God, it's just, he just kind of looks really pissed off. Never.
Oscar's going to ask him if he would like a cigarette.
No, don't need that.
Do you like a beer?
He looks at you guys and then points at the bar. I'm working.
Lowly person. doesn't smoke.
Well, by all means, when you get off, if you want to have a beer, be more than welcome to play some cards or something.
When I get
Throw some
off,
hands.
this is the only thing I fucking do on this train.
I didn't know if you had any free time later in the night.
I'm as free as the alcohol that I give out. So never free.
Oscar is just going to pat Claudius and say, maybe we have overstayed our welcome. Forgive us. We'll be leaving now.
These waves.
I'd like to go say hello to the
You
Peacekeeper.
did see his name tag said Studs.
Oscar's gonna double back to Studs and put $100 on the table and slide it towards him.
Immediately grabs it. Thank you.
And then he's just going to say, "I apologize again," and leave. That's all he wanted. He's just gonna leave it at that and just leave.
Now it looks a little bit better now. As you walk up to the gate, what can I help you with? Anything important?
No, just kind of walking through the train.
Oh, well, be mindful. Don't get in anybody's way that, without, getting through. Don't hold up the lines.
Not a problem. Anything interesting on the train to check out while we're here?
Interesting is very subjective based on what you're into.
What do you find interesting?
The law. And upholding it. Not many people
And at
do
this
that.
point, Oscar is going to hopefully have caught up to Claudius and say, maybe we should just keep going.
Other things that are interesting is my 2 daughters, my wife. He just has a little smile and then sighs. Anyway. If you ever need any help, go ahead and call me. I'm always watching over this cart.
Would he be willing to let me buy him a beer, or no, because he's working?
After work, maybe.
By all means. Wouldn't mind having a group of people to play some cards or something tonight, maybe.
Yeah, we can.
Want us to come back down here, or do you want to meet us back up there?
Where are you guys located?
We're in the VIP lounges. And there are sleepers and the bar there with Butler.
I'll go ahead and meet you up there then.
Alright. Whatever time sounds good, we'll probably be getting there around 8. And last night we were there awfully late. Our friend Rick is asleep right now. He'll drink until whatever time in the morning.
Alright.
See you then.
Yeah.
As I exit the cart, I'm going to look at Oscar and be like, I can be friendly.
Oscar is going to say, I understand that, but your tact is horrible. And he's going to open the door and say, after you.
So, you immediately see a guy with like a whole bunch of research on the counter, looking as if he's going through some stuff. He looks a little stressed.
This time I'm going to let Oscar walk ahead of me since I'm clearly insulting everyone I see.
Oscar's going to try and be as sneaky as he can looking at the research and see if he can discern what it is without the guy noticing him.
Go ahead and roll a perception and a
Stealth.
stealth first. Reading through, like, over his shoulder, he looks to be compiling data from a place called Hardhome. A lot of it looks to be just a lot of different things. Like, there's a pathogen there, but there's also a lot of bodies that have come up missing. There's a lot of different things, and a lot of it looks a little odd. And he's...
Oscar...
Good?
Okay, no. Go ahead and finish, sorry.
You see him actually lift up like what looks like a quill, and he circles at the end of it a name Sigmund, and he just runs his hand through his hair, looking about.
Oscar is going to whisper to Claudius, best not interrupt him, and walk by. As he walks by, he's gonna turn his head to, I guess that's his left, and like kind of look around, trying to obscure his face from this guy, and just walk by.
He looks over at Vandal though. Did you come from the VIP section?
Yes, of course.
Do you have any ties with anybody higher up in there?
The dance.
He gathers up his research immediately. Can you do something
Yeah,
for
Oscar's
me?
gonna keep walking. He's just gonna keep walking.
Like, can you do something for me?
You're gonna come closer and lean on the table. And what would that be?
I need to have a meeting with Sigmund.
Sigmund.
Yes, his name is Sigmund Briarheart, and he is the only one that is in that prison cart right now. I need a meeting with him, and if you have the connections you're saying, you might be able to convince the man down there, Miller, to let me have access.
Maybe. But first, you have to convince me so that I can convince him.
What's that?
Okay.
So, what would you want? I'm only a private detective. I don't have a lot of pull, but I may be able to pay you at the end of all this.
I suppose that would be convincing of some sort. More like, why do you want to talk to this person?
Well, from what I've seen, he's one of the very few survivors of Hardhome. And he apparently has all the blame on him for murders. And what I've been researching, though, with Manji, he's my chemist and someone that's also been on the job with us, he apparently has, like, there's no way it could have been him. Like, the amount of murders that happened in that amount of time is impossible. The pathogen is what killed them, and I want to prove it and at least help this man in some form. He's literally the only one that I can get answers from.
And who would I have to talk to?
Miller. He's the one that runs the prison.
Yeah, you'll have to describe him for me.
He's a little bit older. He looks as if... Let me actually find his token real quick. He has dark hair, has a little bit of facial hair around his chin. It's combed over. It almost looks like he has a shaved left side of his head. Darker skin, but not too dark. Very tanned.
Alright. I'll see what I can do.
It would help me out immensely.
Just gonna give him a nod and keep walking.
Claudius, you did listen to their entire conversation?
Mm-hmm. That seems so. Do I notice anything about this gentleman here?
Yeah, you notice that he is currently rebuilding his arm. That's full machine.
I'd just like to tell him that that's rather impressive.
Thank you. I work very hard on this kind of thing.
So you build these weaponry yourself, or?
This is not weaponry, this is just a hand. They call me Scrapper, and I am a part of the Steam Foundation. This is my job, and I rebuild and help people get either their limbs back, their way of life back, help them rebuild something really nice.
To the Steam Foundation?
Yes.
What's that? I haven't heard of that before.
Well, it's not much of anything nowadays, especially with what's happened at Mount Fryer. We haven't had any work due to that. We were the ones that were hosting it, and then, due to the eruption, all of our work gone in an instant. So we've been trying to find work elsewhere. Me and the organization. It's just a little bit hard when everybody has their own private militia made.
Goodness. I didn't even catch your name, I'm sorry.
They call me Scrapper.
That's right. I didn't know if you went by anything else.
No.
Well, name's Jesse. Jesse Eagleton. It's nice to meet you, sir.
Pleasure to meet you too.
So, where are you traveling? To Band City, I assume?
Yes, I'm hoping to meet with the Council of Bant and maybe get a job that way. Maybe work for their military division.
Have you met with one of the Band brothers?
No, they are very hard to get in contact with.
In my head, like thinking to myself, do I feel like that's something that I could possibly help him with?
Maybe.
Do I know if I can bring people to the VIP lounge?
You haven't tried.
Scrapper, let me see what I can do.
Just also out of character. Don't want to bring too many people to him, because then you might be abusing it.
Well, the other one's a peacekeeper. He actually works for the train, so. My friends and I are part of the, we're staying up in the VIP lounge near the Bants. One of them's actually on the train right now.
They are.
Yeah, now I can't really guarantee anything, but I can respect a man that just wants to work and get his livelihood together. The least I can do is talk to one of the bands and see about possibly introducing you to him, if he'll come.
He starts using his one hand trying to open something. Hold on. He pulls out about 10 pages. Show them this, and hopefully it works. This is what I've been working on recently, and it may be of use to them.
I'd be more than happy to do that, my friend.
He hands you it, and you notice that it is a whole bit of information based on, like, matter. Like, it's a very different type of matter creator, made from steam parts and, like, what looks like electric coils. No. So as you guys are doing that, Hendrik, you got your food. I'm guessing you probably took it back to your room, correct?
Actually, he's taking it over to the champion's room.
Oh, alright.
Yep. So as Hendrik brings the fresh food along, he's knocking on the door.
There's no answer.
Hendrik's going to, okay. What was... Can I roll a history check to remember what was the champion's name again?
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's see. Go history.
His name was Elric Urson.
Elric? Are you there? As Hendrik's knocking on the door.
There's no answer.
Hendrik's, hope you don't mind if I let myself in, as Hendrik's gonna open the door.
As you open the door, you notice that a lot of it is empty.
Looking on the bed, does it seem like it's been slept in, though?
Yeah, it's been slept in. It was made, though, just recently.
In that case, Hendrik's just gonna leave the food on the table, and does he see paper on it? That paper there?
Yeah, you see just a whole bunch of information that's pretty much just set up tournaments and everything. You notice that there's a lot of different locations that they were thinking about, but It ended up being Santa Cruz.
Hendrik's gonna look for something that seems like a blank piece of paper and a pen, and he's gonna scribble, for Elric here.
So you write it down and you leave the note for him.
Yep. As he takes a step, he's gonna close the door behind him. I wonder what the others are up to. As Hendrik's just gonna start slowly walking his way down the train.
So the amount of time that they spent doing all that, you would eventually catch up as Claudius is finishing up that conversation with the scrapper.
Do I remember Vandal and Hendrik's alter names?
Along the way, do I notice like in the kitchen like anything that seems a bit different?
Not really.
Okay.
Like, what were you looking for?
Basically, like if they're still working hard, right, in the
Yeah.
kitchen. Okay, so it hasn't changed.
No. It's
Okay.
daytime. They're gonna be at that all day.
All right then. Well, as long as Hendrik's not gonna try to get in their way, so he's gonna keep moving forward. Like as Hendrik, goes off to this cart though, it's like, they don't bother Hendrik, do they?
No, they're just all eating and drinking, having a good time.
Okay then. So I guess at that point, this is when Hendrik himself catches up, huh?
Yep. And you would hear that he said his name was Jesse Eagleton.
You said
Hmm.
Jesse Eagleton?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Claudius said his name was Jesse Eagleton.
Do I remember Hendrik's and Vandal's names?
You can roll history.
I don't remember my own name, so.
You remember only Vandals, and his is Trenton Wrongcast.
Glad Gladden caught it. Just kidding.
I'm gonna look at Hendrix without saying his name and just glance at him and be like, "It's nice of you to join us. This is Scrapper. Possibly would like to see about introducing him to Mr. Bant this evening if he's got time. Scrapper here is working on a lot of documents. This section might be something you're very interested in. He works with a lot of
Oh.
steam coils and things, different forms of matter, things like that. He's wanting to go travel to Bant City to see about getting a job. After the incidents in Mount Fryer, he said all of his work and you said the Steam Foundation, correct, Scrapper?
Yeah. Yes, I'm part of the
So he
Steam
worked with
Foundation.
Yes, he's part of that. Him and his friends lost out a lot of work about some incidents. I don't remember if it was our friend Oscar. Oscar, were you the one that told us about the incidents in Mount Fryer?
Mount Fryer.
I could be wrong. I've heard so many stories. Travel
Mount
so
Fryer.
lightly.
I don't. You have to remind me what Mount Fryer is.
Out of character, you have no idea. I mean, you've heard stories about it, but you weren't involved in it at all.
No, then I can't help you.
Anyway, I don't fully know what happened. I've just heard bits and pieces and stuff, but that's neither here nor there. Anyway, I told Scrapper, I said I don't know if I can bring people into the lounge, but he gave me this nice document. Said to take it to Mr. Bant, show him. At least, our friend's just trying to find some work, and he's going there to meet Mr. Bant, who's on the train, so who would I be if I didn't offer to help, right?
He just nods.
I'm gonna look at Scrapper and be like, did you hear anything about the tournament from Santa Cruz?
No, what about it?
Just you working on your arm just reminded me. The guy that had his arm ripped off during the tournament. You talked about repairing limbs and stuff.
Well, if he comes to me, I'll go ahead and repair it.
It's honestly, rather impressive work. Like Claudius is genuinely impressed by this man's work. So what all kinds of things you talked about? Like, I don't want to go through your notes. That's not my business. That's from Mr. Bant. What's some of the things you've worked on in the past? Like I see obviously the limb, which is extremely impressive just to be able to get that fully functional. But like, what's some of the things that you like to work with?
The Steam Foundation is normally used to make the new Steam Forge that you see walk around.
That's awesome.
I see. It's a lot of work, but the majority of the time we like to, we like to work on more animatronic and fix the issue of amputees and people who had it destroyed in war, stuff like that.
Awesome. As a Steam Forge, do you guys do different things with like armor and weaponry and things like that as well, or have you personally done anything like that?
We normally do not make weapons. We don't like to endorse violence. We just want to help better the lives of people who have lost. May it be a steam forge that helps them around the farm, someone who gets an arm repaired, a leg repaired, anything. Maybe an artificial heart during open surgery. All of that.
So tell me about the artificial heart. So you said it's something just to like permanently replace their existing one, or just to.
Oh, you have to meet a lot of classifications for it. Brass workings inside the body is not safe. But if you have limited time and this could extend your life at least a year longer, people do it.
Makes sense. It's fairly interesting.
And normally we place the heart in the center of the chest, and then they will have an intake and outtake on their backs, and we use film grain so it doesn't actually cycle through and kill them with toxins, and it takes care of airborne pathogens, other stuff like that.
I say this loudly with the utmost curiosity. It's a shame there's not something like a fountain of youth or something like that just to help people.
Reversing age is almost impossible, even in theory and in practice. If somebody want to get extra life or turn themselves younger, it's impossible.
Have to be some kind of almost magic or myth at that point, I assume.
You see Claudius looking around at everybody.
Genuinely curious if anyone has anything to say. If anyone would like to ask Claudius about that conversation later, he would more than welcome to discuss why. Just throwing that out there.
Why you want a fountain of youth?
Yes.
Anyway.
Well, Scrapper, like I said, I can't really guarantee anything. I checked my pocket watch. What time is it now?
It's about noon.
Okay. I've got more than enough time to go and speak to Mr. Bant. Should be today. If not, I mean, obviously we'll be on this train for a little while. Do you stay down in the regular quarters here?
Well, I stay down a few cabins, but yes.
Okay. I'll be able to try to get with Mr. Bant, talk to him, definitely give him your documents, and come back and get with you, let you know what he said, and hopefully be able to set up a meeting between the two of you, sir.
That would be wonderful.
Like I said, I can't promise anything. I don't even know if I'm allowed to take people into the VIP quarters, but like I said, the least I could do is talk to him.
He holds up his hand. His left hand, the only one that's actually there, because if you want a larger image, I think I can get this. Like, that's literally, his whole arm is just broken down and everything.
That's pretty cool.
Yes, thank you.
Well, yes, I'll let you go back to what you were doing.
Of course, thank you.
Oscar's going to ask the party if we should make our way back to the bands.
I believe we could. At this point, we're
Based on
close
the
to
windows, what time of day is it for
12.
us?
It's noon.
Hmm.
Yeah, Oscar. Yeah, Oscar is just gonna say, maybe you all should go talk to the Bants. I'm going to just take some downtime and relax away from that.
Hendrik's gonna. I think I'll explore the train myself a bit more on my own, if you guys don't mind. And starts to walk. And before that, he says, "Nice to meet you, though."
It's a pleasure to meet you as well. What was
I
your
And
name?
would.
let's see. Hendrik heard like Claudius say he was Jesse, right?
Yes.
Okay. Well, he's gonna say, "Well, you
I'm
can call me Isaac.
Hello.
Nice to meet you."
Pleasure.
And
I wrote
then
this down somewhere.
walks over. Um, Out of character, I actually need to get off right now, though.
Okay.
So,
So
yeah, I
you will be
gotta.
currently exploring train.
I'm gonna say, go explore the train on your
Yeah.
own. You have something to hide.
Actually, okay, out of character, I need okay, look, I need an excuse for my character to not be with the rest of the party here. I have to actually get off because I
Yeah.
gotta get up early tomorrow.
That's alright.
So, yeah, 99
Gotcha.
and
No.
GG.
I'll find your secret, Hendrik.
I mean, depends on whether or not. Yeah, whatever. I'll talk later. 99.
Good night. Alright. So, Vandal and Claudius, what are you doing?
I'm gonna go ahead and make my way back to the Bants.
Yeah, I'm
I
You have a whole
am
day ahead of you.
with.
Where did my
I'm
piece
gonna go find that dude in the prison.
Alright. So, we'll do Vandal first.
Do I
Yeah,
not?
Oscar's just going back to his room. Well, he's actually gonna stop into the bar. He's just gonna hang out at the bar.
Okay. Sounds good. Are you gonna sit with Peacekeeper?
Actually, I'm going to sit at the bar, and
Lame.
I'm gonna ask for one of those. I'm gonna ask for one of those juices again.
Yeah.
I'm gonna ask for 2 juices. 2 juices.
Alright, there you go. Hands you two.
And then, how to math for, make that a 6. Oscar is going to hand the barkeep $50 and say cheers.
Cheers. Drink some
And
with
go
you.
over to the. He's actually gonna take the 2. Like he'll drink with the barkeep, but he's gonna take the 2 drinks and go to the peacekeeper and ask him if he would like to drink. And ask him if he would like a drink.
Gladly.
And Oscar will ask if he may sit with him.
I will have the full conversation with him after we do a little bit of
Yeah,
this.
but can I sit?
Yeah.
Okay, then
He moves
Oscar
his
will sit,
legs and you sit with him.
Oscar will sit and pass him a drink, and then wait his turn.
Vandal?
Oh, it was Isaac. He's right. It was Dr.
Yeah,
Isaac.
Like I said, I'm just gonna go down to the prison, see if I can talk to that dude.
Oh, there's some stuff
He
you
was
gotta do on the
talking
way.
about.
There's stuff that you'll see along the way.
Fuck. Alright. Going from this train to the next train.
So. Inside
So?
that, there's a whole bunch of people. A few kids here and there.
Actually, can I go ahead and travel with Vandal?
Sure.
So what are your thoughts about this man's proposition?
What does he want? Just to
wants
talk?
to talk to this man. I don't think he has any reason or has expressed any intention of rescuing or releasing him, just talking to him.
How does he expect to speak to somebody in a prison quarter, though?
Well, clearly you talk to them. They have mouths.
Yeah, but are they gonna let him just freely walk in, let alone us walk into a prison quarter?
Well,
I mean,
we have.
based on the map, it's literally the last thing before the engine.
Well, to be fair, we have connections, but still.
We don't necessarily have connections on this side of the train.
Well, we'll see about
As
that.
much as we want to say we're VIP, does anybody actually like? We know both damn well that nobody actually likes a VIP.
I'll figure something out if that doesn't work. Don't worry.
Well,
Going.
if you
Going.
cross over, at this point we should be going into what, the sleepers?
Yep.
Then the luggage and the cargo. I don't expect much to be in those two areas of the train. Where did Oscar go?
He went back to his room.
The bar.
Well, yeah.
I
the
would
bar.
go to the bar.
Don't worry. At some point we get to the ballistas. That seems pretty cool.
I'm gonna look at Vandal and say, "Do you remember your name?"
Yes. Vandal Gold. I say it all the time.
Do you remember your other name?
Wrong cast.
All right.
I was expecting you to say Vlad Gladden. I would have laughed.
I was going to. I really was. But suppose it's not a real, secretive name.
Well, we'll have to maintain that. I don't know who else on this area that he knows, but we don't have a cleared bounty right now. And the last thing we need to do is try to fight somebody on a ship or on a train.
That's
Oh, no,
the last thing that would worry me.
You guys have fought on a train before.
Yeah, but we don't need to. We don't need to.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. We don't need to do. We can. We don't need to. Granted, at this point with Claudius is fighting things, it does help because it's close quarters, but if need be.
Yeah. Don't
We also
forget.
have, we also have the champion.
Don't forget, magically appearing guns are also pretty useful.
I forget about your portal. It scared the shit out of me the first time you did that.
It's a fun little trick when you're on a train, at least.
Especially looking in through the vents.
Okay, that. I was just trying to see what I could do with them.
Yeah, since you could see in there, you could use them. I thought that was pretty good, nice. Good, nice.
So,
Not even nice.
coming up next, if I'm not mistaken, should be the luggage area.
Wrong.
Oh, look at you using a map. This
Weird.
is
Not the
definitely
luggage.
not luggage, by the way. This is
This
more.
is sleeper. Oh, this is seating next.
This is a lounge.
Is it
A
the lounge?
lounger. Yeah, it's a lounger.
This is seating.
Yeah, that's the seating.
Lounger. Well, seating, lounger, whatever, and
Yeah.
then sleeping, and then luggage, and then cargo.
I'm assuming I notice a peacekeeper here.
It's not a peacekeeper.
Do I notice anything in particular about him?
He looks
He's
as if
wearing
he
red,
is-
so he's a bad guy.
He looks like he's like a steam forged, and he doesn't seem like he's very active. He's just sitting there.
Resting.
Hmm?
Who might you be?
He turns his head. Blade.
Then,
Flint. With a T.
Flint.
Yep.
What do you do, Flint?
I don't know.
What?
I don't know.
You don't know what you do?
No. I work for someone in Junction City, and I have no idea of anything else. Don't know why I'm
Do for
here.
this- What do you do for this person?
I have no idea.
Well, I think you can concur, Claudius. This is not Claudius. I've lost my mind. I think you can concur, Jesse. This has been very productive.
You see
Well,
him
Flint.
like put his head down, kind of. It looks a little bit like in shame. He just doesn't know.
Flint, are you alright?
I don't know why I was in Santa Cruz. I don't know why I work for a guy in Junction City. All I know is that I'm far from home and I'm trying to get back.
Where's home?
Junction City, apparently.
What do you mean, apparently?
I am a steam forged. We are all coded differently. My coding says I'm from Junction City, but I've been in Santa Cruz for the past week, and I have no idea why.
Do you remember did you do anything there?
Found this train.
Interesting.
So you only remember showing up in Santa Cruz for the train?
Yes.
It's awfully weird. Can you tell me a little bit more about a steam forged?
He just looks at you. Robotic. Made of steam parts.
Are you a fighter, Flint?
I don't know.
Feel like you were reprogrammed before you got on this train.
It is a concern.
Do you feel like you'll be reprogrammed when you get to Santa Cruz? Or the new place? Sorry, Pan City. Junction City. God damn it.
I'm unsure. It is also a concern.
So why don't you strike out a life of your own?
It is not in my parameters.
I don't know how else to help you.
He just sits there.
Maybe later we can introduce him to Rick.
Maybe.
Flint, we might introduce you to one of our friends this evening.
Okay.
Enjoy your night, buddy. We'll be back around later.
I nod and I walk away.
Immediately when you enter that cart, you just hear the sound of someone throwing up.
I'm not touching that as I walk away. Not touching that with a 10-foot pole.
It's not those rooms, it's further down, but
Edison.
as you see a woman step out. She looks really pale, really bad. Take a step outside.
Wonder if she's alright.
It is pale woman. I must simp.
By all means, if she's outside, make sure she's okay and she doesn't fall.
Yeah. I'm gonna step outside.
But is she hot?
So, yeah, you see her just holding on to the railing, and she's taking deep breaths. Just,
Are you alright?
In one way, yes. In other ways, no. She just holds her stomach.
Little motion sickness.
A lot of it.
She's pregnant.
So who might you be?
Name's Leona.
Heard you're pretty tanky.
Tanky?
She just looks at her.
Pretty tanky? God damn it.
What does he even mean?
Ignore him. He's sick. He's stupid. He's sick in the head.
I put in my notes, Leona, tank champion, support role. Sometimes played by Oscar.
Yeah, she
You go
looks
on the bot
pretty
lane,
sick.
that makes me happy.
I wonder if there's anybody in the party that can help with sickness.
Yeah, I wonder who. Anyways. They're not here.
What are you all doing? This
Car.
is normally the last car.
We're just kind of traveling, getting a feel for everything on the train.
Going all the way to the end of the line. But
Have fun.
anyways, how recently have you had this?
Ever since I
ailment,
got
was
on
it?
this train. Got on at Santa Cruz, and now I'm feeling awful.
Are you in one of these bunks?
On the lower income, yes. And I only scrounged up what I could after I left, so it's kind of hard to with everything that went on.
Might come back later, but just have a thing to do right now.
Well, if you ever want company, and at least when I'm not getting sick, second room. Room number 2.
Alright. I'll keep that in mind.
As she like puts her hand to
Feel
her
better.
mouth. She puts her hand to her mouth. Mm-hmm. She goes back in here.
Alright, well. Onward we go.
I need both of you to roll perception when you enter. Claudius,
Perception.
both of you know there's someone here. Claudius, you know that he's up in the, like hiding between some bookcases, or, well, between some luggage over here.
Hiding?
Where exactly?
I just pinged it for you.
Well then, I'm going to let
Oh.
him go toward him, forcefully, loudly, like he normally does, and I am going to try to keep to the shadows.
Can I roll stealth?
And
I don't think you really need to.
I'm gonna walk around this way.
But I'm gonna try to sneak on him slowly.
Can I see through this right here?
yeah,
Do I see the person?
yeah, he is crawling out of it right now. Because he sees that
Which
you
direction?
because you guys are coming that way, he's gonna try.
I'm gonna peek my head through, but like, do you want to keep trying to run, or what are we doing here?
You see him go back inside, like one of the cases.
Okay, so he saw me.
No, he didn't. He
I'm gonna
saw
walk back over
Claudius.
to the case where he's at. How old did he look?
About 13. As he kicks off. Oh, no.
You're fine. You're fine. You're fine. Calm down. You're not
Listen,
in
I don't
trouble.
mean anything by it. I'm just trying to get on the train. He has
You're,
his hands
you're
up.
not. I'm gonna walk around so he can see me and be like, I don't work for the train.
I wasn't stealing anything.
You're fine. I don't work for the train. You're all right.
He still has his hands up. Just
Trenton, you can come out now.
Oh.
You're all right, buddy. What are you doing?
I'm just riding the train. That's it. I'm not stealing anything.
No, calm down. You're fine. I don't work for the train. I'm not worried about what you're doing or anything like that. Where are you trying to go to Bant City?
I'm trying to go anywhere but Santa Cruz.
What's wrong with Santa Cruz?
This place is garbage. Treat you like lower class scum.
How old are you?
18.
18?
Hmm?
I don't think you're 18, buddy. You look like you're about 13, 14 years old at most.
I'm definitely 18. I can do any work that anybody else can.
I think you're just trying to prove a point to me right now. You don't have to prove anything to us. You can be truthful, it's fine. I'm not telling anybody why you're here. Honestly, I don't even care.
Then why are you asking, Cole?
I don't know. I'm gonna take out $200 and just give it to him.
What are you doing?
Trying
You
to
told-
be nice to you. Seems that you do not have a ticket and you're stowing away in the luggage area.
He just takes it. His hands are kind of shaky. Just, are you sure? It's a lot of money.
You, not for me.
What's your name, boy?
He's actually like, thank you,
I want to hand him a handkerchief.
thank you.
You're welcome. Well, what's your name?
I said Edgar.
Edgar? Well, my name's Jesse. This is Trenton.
Nice to meet you.
Son, have you ate anything?
Yeah, I lied about the stealing. I stole somebody's food and that they had in the bag.
You're just trying to go get some work. Don't you have a family or anything?
Yeah.
Oh, you stole? Pulls out daggers. Time to die.
Shit. Stabs him. We bury the body. Push the body out of the train.
Money back? Or
We could do that. I feel like this trip's gonna be much differently, but I guess we could kill a child. We haven't done that yet.
A child.
Oscar hears that and senses a disturbance in the force and says, "I'm coming for you, child. I'll protect you, child."
jumps off,
I'll
half the child's
protect
body.
you from Anakin.
So you see
Oscar has to hide.
you see that he kind of looks down when he says about his family. I have a mom.
Did you leave her?
No, she's in Bat City.
What? Oh, well then why would she leave you?
Well, my mom and dad haven't been really together their entire lives. And, I tried to get on the train for a number of times. Because father died last year, and due to the fumes down there, that's why I was saying they treat us like scum. So I'm just trying to get back to at least one of my parents.
Hopefully she accepts you.
If not, then,
What?
What?
Sorry, Yes. Hopefully she accepts him. Yes, hopefully she accepts him.
he
He's
just
busy
looks
right now.
down.
Oscar's like, if not, I will.
Yes, I will.
Just don't.
Would it be wrong
Tell
to
me
have a
when you-
child work for us?
Yes, it would be wrong to have a child work.
I
for
mean,
us.
we have a ship. Like, just saying.
Literally
Let's
called
not-
cabin boys for a reason.
Let's
No,
not
that thing-
employ a child when the Pale King is after us and wants to kill us. Let's not get this child.
Okay,
killed.
cabin boys are still useful for one, but they mean something different to most of the crew and then to Oscar.
Claudius has an
Damn it.
evil smirk on his face. Claudius, Claudius has an evil smirk looking at that thick booty, thinking about how much Oscar would enjoy it.
Okay, you guys are fucking terrible people.
Bring me the boy.
No, he just looks at you guys. Can you
Oscar,
Can you not tell anyone?
Boy, do what?
can you
We
not
don't
tell
have to say
anyone? I don't want to get kicked off again.
Naturally, you could probably pay for a ticket with that money. If not, then
Don't
maybe
know
for
how
food
much.
or something.
I don't know how much tickets are.
That's fair. I don't either, honestly.
How much was our
Literally
ticket?
500. Yours was free, but no, it's 500 to buy a ticket.
You know, I'll just give them an extra 2,000. Whatever.
What? What are you doing?
Well,
I'm
you
rich.
know, it's tough out there. You know, it's tough.
I'm rich. I want to find my mom and give her something nice.
And if she doesn't want you, maybe you can find another place on your own. Start a new life. Whatever you need to do. Anyways,
Oh,
I have a job I still have to do. So enjoy.
You see him climb to the top of this and just sit down, starts counting the money. Wow. Thank you, sir. Claudius.
Back. You coming?
I'm
Or
coming.
are you staying?
I'm not cooking.
Yeah, he has his mouth stuffed right now.
What? I'll talk Trevor tomorrow.
Well, going through this, going
I
through
know.
this.
So you
Now,
notice that these are sliding open doors.
I'm gonna go like 5 o'clock. I guess I can wait. We should probably go before it snows.
As
We should probably go before it
Jesse
snows.
Eagleton just stares at the fucking crates.
It's at this point we pan back to the bar where Oscar is.
I'm coming.
That's a good time to pan back, yeah.
While Jesse's dicking around.
Shut your
So,
fucking
You
mouth.
know.
I don't like your attitude.
You know, 70 carts back.
so you notice that the peacekeeper is just drinking with you.
Oscar asks him, "What do you think of this? The barkeep gave it to me special."
This is what we used to make back home. I told him the recipe and he's always wanted some, so I thought he might enjoy it.
Oscar. So you seem to know this drink. I know nothing of it. What is this flavor? It's interesting. I've never.
It's mango. They grow it down
Mango.
south, and we harvest it, and we just make smoothies and stuff with it.
Smoothie. What is a smoothie?
It's where you grind up the fruit into kind of like a paste with some ice. Break that apart too, and then put it all in there. And you grind it up until it's nice and cold. It's just like the middle. It's like the middle between juice and fruit.
Interesting. I might have to try one of those later.
They're pretty nice.
You seem to be a man of character, I would say.
What have they told you? What I did was years ago.
From looking at him, can Oscar tell that he's a peacekeeper?
You can only due to his badge, but his looks are so far from it.
Oscar is just going to like motion his hand in his head and say the badge. I don't think they would take just anybody now, would they?
Wait, what'd you say?
I motion my hand and my head towards the badge, like pointing at his peacekeeper badge, and I say, I don't think they would take just anybody, would they? Peacekeepers?
Well, if you're working for Mason Bant, it's a little different. I'm paying off a bounty that I had.
Oh, you had a bounty.
Yeah,
Interesting.
well, it
I
happens to
also-
the best of us.
I also may have a bounty.
I've read your
Interesting.
poster. You're an interesting character.
Interesting.
I'm gonna go pee.
There's a lot of people that would, in different shoes, be a lot worse. Probably been killed by now. It's impressive. You made it this far.
Yes, well, I do think highly of my combat prowess and survivability, but
I'll see. You are someone who has killed people and amassed people. I am just a thief. Got arrested for grand larceny and put into incarceration for a long time. And Mason Band said that he could get me out if I did work for him. So paying off the
yes,
bounty
he's
this way.
he's helping us with our troubles as well,
That's good.
as it would be.
Hopefully you don't get stuck watching over a train. Day in and day out.
Well, hopefully you will be relieved of train duty soon enough.
It's, my bounty is built up for... He starts thinking. Well, I think I owe my bounty for the next 7 years now. Worked off 3.
Oh, you seem to find yourself in the VIP bar, so I don't know. These are much nicer quarters than I've been given the past.
It is. It's
few
very
months.
nice. It's very great to look at. But if it's the only thing you see day in, day out, it's kind of repetitive and straining. I don't socialize with people outside of interactions like this. And even these are few and far between.
Well, at this time, Oscar's gonna pull out his tobacco and... Oh, I forgot I put that there. He's gonna pull out his tobacco and ask if he would like a cigarette.
I love one.
Oscar will roll him the first cigarette and pass it to him, and then he'll roll one for himself
Thank you.
and say, he'll pull out his dragon pocket watch and say, we have to be a little careful with this. And
You
and quite
can-
quick.
You can use that. No, here. He pulls out his lighter, lights his, puts it down, and he flicks it over to you.
Ah, much obliged, thank you.
Yep.
I need to acquire myself one of these soon.
Well, you just did.
Ah, well thank you, partner. I
Well,
appreciate you.
It's good to have conversation. I'm paying you for what you've done for me right now.
Well thank you. I appreciate it.
Last time that I had a proper smoking out a cigar is very rare.
Oscar is going to let his dragon walk around the table and say, it's quite hard to light cigarettes and pipes with this.
They used to be
You have to be-
used for something else, by the way. That we used to make them a lot larger, but somebody ended up taking control of one with the module that you get, and ended up destroying half of what's that town up north? Shit.
Yo, damn. I have an actual date.
Highlands. They destroyed half of the Highlands with it, with the Lord Vinewood ended up taking it among himself, handled all the issues, and he ended up killing the guy. So if you ever go to like his manor, you'll see like a machinery up around one of the coils apparently that still works.
Oscar's going to motion to his dragon, one of these.
Only about 70 to 80 feet tall. Yes.
Oscar's going to say, interesting. Wonder what a man must do to acquire one of those.
We don't make them anymore. They're deemed too destructive for the human populace.
Well, everybody has a price.
Yeah, and Vinewood apparently put his nation, his entire city, into a landlock where peacekeepers are not allowed to own land there. Yeah, apparently he worked out a deal with them to have kind of like a system there, but it's nothing that you could ever get arrested for if you have a bounty. It's labeled the Free City. And that's where you actually met the party, just so you know.
Oscar is going to say, yes, I'm aware of the city. I've
Tell
been
me
there
why.
before. Interesting place.
Oh, personally, I find the place appalling. One, they have 3 systems of government there. One being Vinewood, peacekeepers, and then the military. There's no sense of order there. It's just a coalition of this disorderly people. And a lot of people say that they have, like, the mob running around in there. And Lord Vinewood being a part of one.
Oscar is going to chuckle and say, it makes much more sense than the places we've traveled to recently. But,
Elaborate.
well. We have traveled to some very strange places. Like, the one time I got swallowed by a basilisk and blew it up from the inside.
The hell's a
That was a strange
basilisk? Like the
place to
things
be.
of myth?
Oh yes, do you have pen and paper with you?
Yeah, hold on. He stands up. He actually grabs the newspaper, flips it over to one of the blank sides that it has, and he pulls out like a small mechanical looking pen that has an ink droplet going into the tip. Here you go.
Okay, hold on.
Where were you going with this?
So I'm wondering.
Oscar is going to
Describe the plot of the Chamber of Secrets.
no, Oscar is going to draw a basilisk.
Oh, you're drawing it in MS Paint. Oh hell. Oh boy. Very quick doodle.
Oh my lord.
So ready. So ready.
And there's gonna be Harry Potter in the background.
Oscar is going to slide the journal
Oh
or
no.
slide the newspaper back to him.
Let's see it. Posted an A-team.
Say, it looks something like this. Well, you see, I'm not a great artist, but that's me inside of it, blowing it up. It was quite a feat.
What's on its head?
It's antlers. It had antlers and a giant gemstone. Yes,
Oh.
the antlers were worth quite a bit of money.
Gemstone.
Yeah, we kind of blew up the gemstone. We didn't get to keep it, but
Oh, what
the
did it
antlers
look like?
were worth. Was it orange?
Or your yellow,
It
actually.
was. It was a giant yellow gemstone. Seemed to give it magical powers, but
Magic.
Yes. it Ouija'd me quite a few times, the little bastard.
Sorry, I gotta go. As he stands up.
Oh. Interesting.
He opens up the door. Heads out.
Interesting fellow, afraid of magic.
He didn't
Anyway,
look- he didn't
Oscar's
look
just gonna
afraid
kick
of it.
back. Oscar's just gonna kick back and finish the cigarette.
He actually heads back to you in 1 second after I pee. Be right back. Un momento.
That fucking snake.
Okay, okay, so he starts walking back. He has like this book, and he opens up a page and holds it in front of you. Is it something like this? Spot on, actually, for what you remember.
The gemstone?
Yep. He's holding it open
Oscar's
to a
going-
page.
Oscar's going to say exactly like that.
Shit. Butler. He's like, send one of the messages to Bant for me. Or is it? And then one to Miller. He writes down a message and he hands it to him. And I was like, And you see him pull out what looks like a typograph and he just starts tapping on it, doing Morse code.
Oscar is going to ask him, what might that be about?
Well, I'm not at liberty to say it's military business and involves Bant.
Seems I might have said something I shouldn't have.
No, it's nothing like that. It might have been an answer we were looking for.
Oh, for the region. Interesting.
No, no. This gemstone that they're talking about. He just looks around for a minute while Butler's typing. He waits for a few people to get kind of up there so it distracts him. We just found a coffin, like a sarcophagus, in Hardhome that has the very same one on the front of it. And
Hardhome.
we've been kind of looking and seeing what it meant, so we wrote down in this book about it, and that's all we had. But you're saying it gave you magic power.
The gemstone didn't give me magic. It gave the
Oh.
basilisk magic.
Okay.
No, I don't think I have one of those. I just know that I had some spare explosives on me when I got swallowed by that damn snake, and I decided to blow myself up. Surprisingly, I didn't die.
That's
But that
incredible.
damn snake did.
Yeah, no,
Like I said,
we've
I'm quite a hardy fellow.
yeah, we were doing research down there, but Bant said it would be better to close the city off from people and get us out of there.
Yes, well, that snake was quite strong, so that might have been a good idea.
Well, we're taking the sarcophagus to Bant City as we speak, so we should be in luck.
Interesting. Can you show me the sarcophagus?
I cannot.
Very well. Very well. I will press no further. We seem to have quite some time on this journey. Is there anything you'd like to talk about?
Tell me a little bit about how you got caught with Like this cult is what they call it.
The cult of Galen, you.
No, no,
I,
no, no. The one that you got your bounty for, the one that apparently worships the Vale or something.
oh, well, you see, strong people like myself are sought out by the Vale, and the Vale chose me, and I answered the call. That's all there was to it. It gave me strength to. Yes, it gave me the strength I needed to help this world. I may have fallen off the right path here and there, but I am attempting to rein myself in. You see, the Veil kind of makes you mad when you're first introduced to it. Kind of breaks your mind a little bit. But as I've grown stronger, I'm able to control those urges. I'm not a lunatic anymore like I once might have been.
Is that what the bounty was for?
Yes. Lunacy.
Well, you still got a large bit of people in Southern Pantheon that just happen to fall in love with that ideal. You couldn't have done it alone, did you?
No, I have been alone since the Veil called me. I am a Reverend by trade, so it was kind of a divine calling, if you would. I can show you the Veil if you're interested.
Well, I'm very happy in my religion, thank you, but more
I
the
won't
power to
push
you.
the issue. You see, back in my youth, I would have pressed it. I would have pressed the issue, but now I'm past that. I can accept other people's differences.
That's
You see,
good.
a changed man.
Well, you're getting your bounty removed by Bat, right?
I believe so.
You deserve it. You've been through hell.
Yes, we have been through some troubling times recently.
From what happened
One
at
of our
the
friends thinks,
Coliseum.
well, my crew managed to defeat the champion. I was busy on official business. You see, I'm a bar owner as well now. I had to make sure that my bar was running smoothly, especially with all the people in for the tournament. It's a busy weekend.
Yeah, it was a lot. It's good that business is booming for you.
Yes, business is going quite well, especially since we got a very large investment from someone who attempted to cheat in the tournament. So now he's jailed, and we keep his investment for free. Quite a lucky situation my bar found itself in.
Oh, it's impressive.
Yes.
Move back to
I
them
do
now.
wish it had.
No, God.
Okay. No. We'll just continue to have small talk, and obviously, if Oscar has to lie, he will lie.
Okay.
He's good at that.
No, you learned something that might be important. Claudius, Vandal.
Did learn something that might be important.
You push open the cargo, and then you see the inside of it. It's nothing too crazy, but it is there.
Vandal.
Yeah, what? Push open the door and. Yeah, fuck.
There's just cargo. What about Claudius?
I'm gonna walk
Yeah,
through.
Claudius. What are you doing?
Walking through.
Claude Von Dom.
Walking through, it's a lot of stuff that's for the train. A lot of it looks as if it's being shipped elsewhere too.
Any kind of weird looking packages or anything?
All of them are weird looking packages. Looks like there's a whole bunch of mail, a lot of stuff they send through, stuff like that.
Anything abnormal?
Everything's abnormal. This is
Well,
the
mail's
first time
normal.
you've ever seen proper mail. So it's very abnormal.
Proper mail?
Like mailing,
letters
like
in the mail?
yes. Like a proper cargo full of mail.
I'm just gonna walk through.
Yep. Just gonna walk on top of Claudius's head and keep going.
So stepping through, you notice that there's a lot of military personnel that are looking at you guys. Alright. What's your names?
Claudius more.
Wow, okay, we're just giving our real names out now.
They work for band.
I'm out here just deleting my fucking thing. Yeah, we have authorization to be on the entire train. On the entire train, whatever. He says he just fucking apparates through the walls.
Are you?
I walked out the door.
Yeah, you did.
Here. No, over here. Then I go over here. Then I go over here.
So, as you are all there, what's your name?
Claudius Moore.
By you.
Vandal Gold.
It's you that he's currently transporting that's getting their bounties cleared, right?
Yes, sir.
What do you need?
I just kind of walking the train, getting something to do, venturing to see what's all on here.
Here you got a prisoner.
We do. What's it to you?
Maybe I want to talk to the prisoner.
$100 and all you pass.
Ooh, was that it?
1,000 now. The snarky comment. Each of you.
Vandal, am I paying this man $1,000 for you to talk to somebody?
It could have been 100.
Mm-hmm. I'll go ahead and hand him $1,000 to force Vandal's hand.
Force my hand.
You're the one that would have got us into this mess and has to make a comment every time somebody wants to pay something.
You're not using that
Every-
correctly. You're not
every-
forcing my hand at this point. If anything, I forced your hand if you're doing it.
every time.
Okay, fine.
Money, you
I
get the
think
jacked up.
you should actually go back down to $100. In fact, you should even go to 50. I think.
Why? Why would I do that?
I think it would be in your best interest.
Is that a threat?
Maybe it is.
Dead
Maybe it's not.
Can I go ahead and pass since I gave you $1,000?
He just lets you through.
Damn it! I was trying to make use of this.
Oh, well. You see him kind of...
Because I don't really get a chance to make use of it.
He
every
looks
time.
at you for a moment. He looks very strong, but then once you kind of get that face going, he's like, right. 50 and I'll let you through.
Do I hear that?
Yeah.
I want my money back.
No.
Yeah, no. See how patience rewards you? Dumb. Now I slip him 50.
Yeah, no, he just says no to you. He takes the money. Alright, right on through. Miller asks, say
Bullshit.
that I let you in.
And who are you?
John.
But I don't wait for an answer. I just keep walking.
Did I hear an answer?
Yeah,
What did he say?
John.
Just bows. Alright, to the next.
So when you come in, he's just sitting there looking over things as he turns. Who are you both?
Claudius more.
Vandal.
What are you doing in the back here?
I just kind of walking the train.
Yeah.
You're
John
just
said we were
walking
good
the
to come
train.
first.
The security team doesn't seem to stop much.
How much did he force you to pay?
Well, different price for both of us.
Nothing for me.
1,000 for me.
So what do you want?
Oh, wow, weapon.
Well, that's a damn shame.
I hear you have a prisoner.
We do? What does it matter? You definitely heard correct. We do have one.
You're not very good at negotiation.
Well, I'm not here to lie to somebody about prisoners.
No. But you're also not very open to any kind of negotiation, is what I'm saying.
Well, it depends. Why should I help you?
No one ever said it was helping me.
Then why
Can
are
I
you
have
here?
any of these weapons?
No, you cannot.
I have
Can I buy any of these weapons?
third
No,
party.
you cannot.
They're not for you. Calm down.
Claudius just gotta be quiet now.
Let's say I have a third party that wants to talk to this person about a certain political event that very recently happened.
Why doesn't he just go see him?
Because he's imprisoned.
Wait. He goes through a list. Is his name Lucius Carlson, the detective?
Yes.
Yeah, he's not going in there. It's not
Why is
by
that?
my choice. I don't stop people from seeing the prisoners. He doesn't want to be bothered by him.
So anyone can freely go see this prisoner.
If you are not on this list, yes.
And I have to pay to get back here.
Well, we normally
Well, I
don't
mean,
let
I don't
people.
know.
We don't normally have a price for people to come through, but you clearly got shook down.
Well,
You just
I
need to
didn't.
be mindful when back here because this is military convoys.
Sure, of course. Well, I suppose I will at least try and talk to this person.
Go ahead. 2 guards down. He should be. I don't know if he's sleeping right now.
If not, he won't be for long.
Okay.
Just keep going.
You see all the
Down
stuff
the
in
line.
here.
Down the line. I see what?
You see all the stuff. You see the little flintlocks, the muskets, the fucking cannons.
If you're going to take one, be quick about it, but don't let anyone know.
How's it
Is
gonna
this-
help? He doesn't have
this a
fucking
war
ammo for it. It's
Is this
a
a
hammer.
warhammer?
No, it's just a hammer.
But this just a basic musket?
Don't let him lie to you.
That-
It's Mjolnir.
That is a flintlock, but yeah. How's it gonna help him even if he takes one? He doesn't have ammo or black powder for those.
True, but don't let him lie to you. That's Mjolnir.
Yeah, he can't even pick it up.
I'm gonna try to pick up the hammer.
You can't pick it up, it's so heavy.
I want to pick it up.
Well, you can't pick it up, it's too heavy.
I rolled a nat 20.
Yeah, well, your strength score is only a 9, so you can't get it. And you break your arm doing it.
Bullshit.
God damn it, Claudius. Stop.
Pick up this baby.
Ah.
Can I pick
Alright.
up this baby hammer?
Yeah, that one you just pick up and it looks really weak. It's. What are you doing with my hammer? Put it down!
Doesn't control lightning at all.
The hammer back up. This flintlock's just so long it's sticking out of the fucking train.
That's a musket. And those are little ridges where you can have weapons out. Okay. So you get to the prison card and you notice the doors are heavier.
Squeaky too. I need some WD-40.
So, as you see a man sitting there, have you come to laugh at the prisoner?
Laugh? Why would I laugh at you? Whoever
Um,
isn't to laugh at you.
Rotting
Do you have
away.
a funny name? Are you missing a limb?
You want?
To talk to you.
Oh. Suppose. Do you have any water?
Damn, I seem to be fresh out. What about you?
I still have a bottle of water that I bought from the our bar.
Oh. Are you going to offer it to our esteemed guest?
I'm gonna give him the bottle of water.
He drinks it
Excellent.
all, and like, you hear him just go. All of it's gone. So you drank it. Thank you.
I'd give you more if I had more. I only bought 2.
It'd be great. It'd be great if that happened.
I'm sure I could find some more.
Now,
Pretty.
I have recently become interested in the events surrounding Hardhome. Do you happen to know anything that happened?
All I know is the same thing I tell everyone else. I got caught stealing vast amounts of water for all the people. They were sick. They deserved to get something to drink.
That's what you were in prison for.
Theft, yes.
And do you expect me to believe that you were this golden-hearted person who stole for the people?
I tried to. It was from a peacekeeper group that was coming by. So in theory, I stole from peacekeepers. But everybody was just so
Theory.
sick. They hadn't slept in days. They just kept getting worse and worse.
Say you stole from them in theory, but in practice,
I stole from everyone for that. Peacekeepers, the local shops, all of it.
What is your bounty price anyways?
Currently, 3,000. Somewhere around there.
Seems pretty cheap to steal from a peacekeeper.
Well, after they did some research, it wasn't just me that was stealing from them. They points to each of the other cells that are now empty. Everyone. They were stealing, trying to better the people, but
What happened to the other ones?
Nigger Pale died. They were hostile, trying to break through the bars. It's like madness overtook them. A
But not
frenzy,
you.
so to speak. I got here after them.
So you have been around these plague victims, but you haven't fallen ill to it.
I'm still very ill. It's hardly in a day when I'm not trying to cover my eyes due to the sun shining so damn bright, causing me to just feel the constant heat of it. Being restless every night. Hardly keep
You
anything
know
down
anything?
nowadays.
Yeah. Do you know anything of the origin of this plague?
He starts thinking about it. He looks a little bit lost for a moment. Not that I remember. It was only... No, the miners found something. But we didn't know what. Ended up collapsing. And apparently, whatever we collapsed on sent out this virus or something.
You know where they were mining? What they were mining for?
Well, they were coal miners.
And where were they mining?
They were just mining in Hardhome. And truth, they did this every day, so it was strange when they finally got to it, and yeah. It doesn't matter now. Hardhome got shut down and everybody quarantined. Anybody who's still down there is probably dead. The illness really took hold on them.
Well, that is an unfortunate incident.
Well, what I know, the peacekeepers of Bad City have handled it. Found whatever was spreading it, and they're taking it someplace.
Taking it somewhere?
Apparently. That way they can test it and hopefully find a cure.
A side note, why would you not allow the detective to talk to you?
He's the reason I'm in here. He reported me.
He reported you, but he also wants to talk to you.
Yeah, didn't know that the town would be cut off when his own supplies got ransacked and stolen. So he found the target that did it, me, and then he reported me. And then from there, the town got quarantined the day later. I'm the only person that they have currently outside of the quarantine.
Mm-hmm. Well then.
That's probably why he wants to talk in truth.
Would you think of any better questions there?
Claudius. Nudge, nudge. Hint, hint.
Trying to think what kind of question to ask though.
He fell asleep. Yep, that's what was happening.
I'm sitting right here.
Yeah, I
I'm
know
wide
you're
awake,
there.
man.
I'm wide awake.
Yeah, but I'm trying. I don't know what to ask him though. Unless you want to ask him about the detective.
I already did. That was the last question I asked before I asked you.
No. I don't. This is your little job here.
No, that's true. Job isn't gonna be completed the way you wanted it to. Do you notice anything else unusual about the town before it happened?
He starts thinking back again. Well, there was a drought, I guess. We didn't really have any, like, water after a while. But I think that's because all the thieves were trying to help those sick, giving them fluids.
So the sickness came before the drought, or the drought came before the sickness?
I think the sickness and the drought happened around the same time.
Shit.
After you've been talking to him for a while, you notice that he has bruises all along his body. He's a little bloodied here and there. But he just seems to be holding it up.
Let's see.
All I know is
You
that
wouldn't.
the longer I'm here, the longer the sickness is going to start taking me.
It's true. I'll see if I can.
I wonder if we had a medicine man in our party.
Yeah, well, you're doing your own thing at a bar. I don't want to hear it. I'll see if I can get someone to maybe help with that. For now, you wouldn't know if it was a waterborne illness, would you?
Could be the
Same water
airborne.
that you had been trying to alleviate the symptoms was only making it worse.
Well, it's hard to even put down fluids, so forcing water down is it's better.
There's no way you don't have one of them, dude. What the fuck?
Well, it's been a chemical attack. Yeah, it's too many variables.
Well, do you know anything about where they're transporting the whatever they found?
No, I didn't know they found anything.
Yeah, that's the last I
I've already
heard.
learned so much.
The last I heard, they're moving something. Whatever plagued Hardhomes for testing.
Oh my god.
It's well. Try to hold it together a little longer.
Do you have any food?
Do I still have rations in my bag?
No.
Or on me?
Would you like it to be cooked?
At this point, I don't know if it would really matter.
No. I don't think our rations are good anymore.
No, they have been long since gone.
Remember the rations at the beginning of the game? Hey, are those still good? No. Eat those, you'll have fucking diarrhea and probably die.
I'd die someday. All I have on me is an uncooked steak.
I don't think you want to part with it,
Well, it's not cooked yet. Of course not.
I can make do.
I'll try and bring something by.
Mega wants that steak.
He looks at you walking away. You're awfully protective over food. It's a little strange. You guys are
Before I even
dressed.
get to the door.
You guys are dressed like the people who are in the VIP section. You get free food.
Are you trying to shake me down for food now?
I'm in a prison cell. There's not much I can do. You could walk out that door and not give me anything. But I gave you a lot of
Yes.
information.
And I'm very thankful for that.
You should give me that in return for being thankful.
I can give you far more. But now you are pushing the issue.
He just looks at you.
I'm a businessman doing business.
I'll take your word for it, but it's gonna be a long night.
Claudius, did you have anything to give the man? Good talk, as I open the door slowly.
Wow, Claudius not sharing his food.
I don't have any food.
Well, he asked you.
Look, I prize my raw steaks, okay? They are golden. Anyways, I'm gonna put it back over here. Slowly open this door again.
Well, how was it?
Well, I have a few questions for you now.
Alright. Fire away.
He said you, not necessarily you specifically, but someone picked up something and they are transporting it out of Hardhome somewhere else. Do you know the contents of that transport?
We are not at liberty to say.
I wonder if there's somebody in the party that might know what they're transporting. Interesting.
It's like it's a
Put a belt
party
on the
game and
table.
everyone has a little bit different information.
Oh, I know. And yet, throw down $1,000. I'm sorry. I said, do you know the contents?
Listen, I'm just here as the envoy. I'm not supposed to talk about it. You can keep your money. I have no idea what's in it to begin with.
Why would you make it out to sound like you did? I say just take the money back.
To be fair, I could have taken the money and then given you a false lead. But again, I'm not here to lie.
Kind of got you
are
there, bud.
free to mislead it first. I got it. I got it. Just like a woman.
As for what you learned and from whatever he said, if you have questions about it, I can tell you if it's true or not.
Yes, what were his crimes and what is his bail?
He has theft. It was all based on theft. He currently has a bail of 8,000. His bounty is for 10,000.
More than 3 times what he said, and he did say it was theft.
Well, he took a lot. And people
What did he
went
steal? Exactly.
He took all of our food that we had. Well, he took meat, water, and he stole one of the steam vehicles that they were transporting around.
How did he use these resources?
Unsure.
Unsure.
Hmm. Well,
You-
Jesse's asleep, by the way. I hear him snoring.
You lost control of your food, your water, and your vehicles, and you couldn't even figure out where they went?
Well, from what we found, is they were located all across the town of Hardhome, but it looked as if they'd already been dug into by someone, and not the people that they were found dead next to.
They were dug into.
As if someone was already eating it.
But not the people they were found by.
Well, we did some checking in their mouths and their stomachs, and none of them had eaten. Haven't drank, none.
It could be that the illness just prevents them from keeping down food and water as well, though.
Which we also took into factor. The issue is, I don't know if they even tried to eat what he was giving them.
But he was giving them the food and water.
From what we see in the information at hand, we can assume that's what he was doing. But we don't know if he was truly doing that or not. You see that one of the messages, like one of the Morse code machines, are actually making noise as he stands up. Oh, hold on. As he starts writing down all this. Okay. Well, that's a little bit interesting. Sorry, I was accepting a message.
Well, do share with the class.
It's unimportant. All it is
It's
about the
unimportant.
transports that we are taking, like the prisoner and our machinery.
Fairly important to someone, just not to me.
I wonder if someone in the party knows what that message is.
All I can say is that it came from the northern part of the train.
Well, for now, I guess that concludes my questions.
Alright,
I demand you release him immediately.
not happening.
Always worth a shot.
If you want to pay his bail, sure.
Pay what he said his bail was, which was 3,000.
Yeah, no. That's definitely not his bounty.
Why does the military care about bounties?
We don't. We have to pay off peacekeepers if we wanted to get him released.
But he's under military control.
We simply have military access in this side of the train. Peacekeepers give us orders. We're contracted military, not full militia from Pantheon.
Isn't that fun?
It's just the way the system works, apparently.
I wonder if there's somebody in the party who knows how the system works. I don't think there is.
Literally. Over the wind. Oscar hears. Why don't you come to the back of the train?
Or you could use the messaging. It's right there.
What messaging?
The Morse code machine.
I don't know Morse code.
Well, this guy does. And he did say it came from the northern part of the train.
Can you page a friend for me?
Where are they located?
The northern part of the train.
You could be more specific, but alright. What do you need?
I did tell you guys I was going to the bar.
The bar.
No, the VIP one?
Yes.
Alright, what do you need sent?
Tell Oscar to come here.
As you just see him sit back. Alright. Oscar. Butler actually gets the message, writes it down. Oscar. Any Oscar around here?
Yes, that would be me.
You're wanted at the back of the train.
Who sent the message?
I don't know. Miller sent it up here.
Miller. I don't know a Miller.
Well, he's the only one that has access to it. He's a part of the military. You might want to go check it out.
I don't think I will. I'm kidding, I'll go.
Alright.
Wait. Send a second message.
Alright. Well, if you got it, then...
I'll mind link with Vandal and ask him if he summoned me to the caboose.
Yes, I need help in the rear.
There it is.
I'm chumming.
Alright, you can fast
Come
travel
quick
there.
and bring food. And bring food.
Okay.
Okay.
Oscar is going to go to the dinner car, or the meal car,
Okay.
and find a waiter and ask him if he can bring him a hearty dinner to go.
Alright, yeah, sure. Alright. He
It'll
makes
be
one.
a long trip.
And then he hands it to you. It's in a box.
Thank you.
You go to the ballista one. That one kid is hiding again.
Anyway, Oscar's gonna start making his way down the train as I slowly move my token.
Oh yeah, I forgot to warn you about the kid.
What car is the kid in?
Don't know. He's hiding.
Do I smell him?
No.
Do I smell his supple youth?
No.
I feel a disturbance in my force.
So, as you get to the ballistas, the guy stops you.
Oh, I
Here?
also forgot to warn you
Right
about
here.
that.
Right here. What's your name?
Oh. Oscar.
Well, what do you want, Oscar?
I was summoned back here by one of my companions.
Well, what's your companion's name?
Vandal.
I'll let you pass for $100.
Okay.
He takes the money and then lets you pass.
Let me annotate that. Okay.
So he doesn't really talk much. Every time you try and spark like common, like just some fucking small talk, he's like, yeah,
You have anything to drink back here? Like any
water.
alcohol, maybe?
I have some whiskey. You want some?
I would rather die.
Oh, we also have bourbon,
I would rather die.
vodka.
This was fun.
So,
What seems to be the issue, Vandal?
Ah, yes. So, we have someone you might want to talk to.
Why?
He knows about a illness that has been spreading, killing innocent people.
I may want to talk to him. Yes, you're right.
Indeed. Yes.
Yes.
It's also who the food was for. So, right this way.
Alright, have fun talking to him again. Claudius is currently like knocked out in the middle of a train, almost falling off. Just
He
get rid
barely
of-
hears, I didn't ask you to speak. Alright, just through here. And then, forcibly opening the door. Very slowly. Like an aircraft door. Or hangar door, whatever.
You see him looking. That was quick.
Very quick.
I didn't know that you were going to be back so fast. As he leans up.
Well, brought you food.
Thank you.
Oscar slides the food through the cage.
He starts going through it, and he grabs the steak first and just starts eating the shit out of it. Finally.
I'm told you know about a mysterious illness that I have nothing to do with.
Well, the Hardhome. What about it?
Nothing to do with.
Yes. Why don't you tell me about that illness? Tell me its symptoms. Tell me what happens. Tell me, are there any strange markings on the body of the ill?
No strange
These are much better
markings.
questions.
No strange markings. Their only symptoms that I remember was they couldn't sleep, they couldn't eat. Their eyes like are sensitive to the light. That's like mine right now. That's about it. We tried to get fluids in their body by water, but a lot of them couldn't keep it down after a few days.
Are there any insects in your area that
There's insects everywhere. I have no idea what you mean by that.
of the flying kind that suck your blood?
Like mosquitoes?
Yes.
Yes, we have mosquitoes.
You may just all have malaria, but I'm not sure. Have any of them been bitten by any wild animals?
Um,
You're
um,
rather terrifying.
the one of them that I remember that I gave water to, they had like bites along their chest and shoulder. But they looked kind of like an animal.
Did they look like snake bites?
Um, he starts thinking about it. They would be a little wider than. They'd be a little wider than snake bites.
Like a very big snake?
Um, maybe. He like holds up his fingers, and he like makes a circle with his, well, a C with his hand, and puts it like on his arm, about that big.
Interesting. Could have been a chupacabra.
Those aren't real. Shut up. You see him start
Yes,
eating
now
some
let
of the
me-
potatoes before he just Hold on. As he immediately starts getting sick into the bucket.
Bring me your hand. Bring me your hand. Bring me your hand.
He's getting sick right now.
Boy, I said come to me.
As he falls back on like his back. As he thanks you. Thank you, whatever you did. Stomach's not feeling as upset.
Now then. Come here, let me touch you again, boy.
He leans back against pillows, so I'm just alright.
Yeah.
Hey Oscar, make a intelligence save.
Uh-oh.
Hey Oscar, your eyes coat red.
My eye.
Eyes, both of them, including the one that's...
One of them's already red.
No, it's
Oh.
like the full thing is red now.
Oh no.
Hey Oscar, through your demon armor, you see long nails start forming as the man immediately backs up. Hey Vandal, you see that same shit happening.
I form a cross with my fingers.
No.
The power of... I forget the name.
So my nails,
Something compels you.
my nails are growing through my armor.
Yeah, and you are seeing just all red right now, and for a moment you swear you sense heartbeats around you. Vandals.
Do I have a thirst for blood?
No, you're just really thirsty. You're really dehydrated.
Because I've been drinking all day.
It's a shame. What happened?
Interesting.
You what?
Oscar is going to...
Attack Vandal is what he's gonna do.
Oh.
What? Not before I blend into the shadows.
It's like, nope!
Because he's seeing red right now, so I have a chance.
Oscar's going to be very level-headed about this. And he's going to ask the man, what color do you see?
You are currently attacking Vandal.
Oh, I am?
Yes, roll for initiative.
Oh, well. Sorry, man.
I had to go straight to, that!
Yeah. No, see, you didn't notice that his vision went red, but you did start noticing the claws as Vandal's heartbeat starts playing in his ear as he turns and immediately tries to lunge at you. You can use the demon armor for the claw attacks.
I was going to. I don't have my mace with me.
Good.
This is unarmed fighting, isn't it?
Where are Claude gauntlets? How's that hit?
Swings
Oh.
at you, Vandal.
Fuck. Yeah. Nothing I can do there.
As he slashes across your chest.
No. Just...
And another one with his other hand to go swipe down. Cutting across your chest once again. I'm just making this red X.
That's it.
Vandal.
Get out of it.
Hey, Vandal. Roll an intelligence save.
What? Intelligence?
Yeah. You're seeing red. Your nails start growing. And you don't attack Oscar. You instead just feel the heartbeat of the man in the cell. Oscar, you no longer have the want to attack Vandal, but instead the guy in the cell.
I guess I'm gonna go towards the cell.
Well, it's Vandal's turn.
Oh.
I don't even know how I would get into the cell.
Well, just some strength.
Some strength?
You just want to pry those motherfuckers off.
I don't have any strength.
No, it would be athletics to try and do that. Well, they're non-magical. you learn that. As you just start trying to pry them open, the nails start digging into the metal.
Why isn't this place more heavily guarded?
Oh, it is.
But
No one shouted for help.
not even him?
No, he's actually just watching you. Both of you can roll a Constitution save now. Vandal, you are not cured.
Mine's always
Oscar,
con saves.
Oscar, you are out of that haze. Your eyes are back to normal, and it is now his turn.
Huh. On
And
Vandal.
I wish that worked. It doesn't.
Huh.
Because it's not a
Might be
condition.
great too.
No, it's not greater either. Restoration is not the one.
And remove curse only transferred it.
Well, Oscar's gonna scratch his head and look to the guy in the cell and say, "You know what's going on?"
He doesn't say anything.
I mean,
Vandal, make Constitution
talk
save
now or
with advantage.
Make what?
Constitution save with advantage. You good? As you come out
are
of the
my
haze.
nails still really long?
No.
I don't know what came over me.
And you see the man seem to
Neither do I.
come out of a haze. You're bleeding.
Yes.
He said that to Vandal.
There is
Huh.
a bit, but
I've seen much worse.
You're not bleeding a lot. It's just like these long talons hit your chest, but there's not a lot of blood, so.
yes. Do you have any idea what just happened?
I don't even know. He was standing over there. He grabbed my arm, and then now you're standing there.
Interesting.
Very interesting.
Well, Vandal.
This further your understanding of the illness? Oscar?
Oh, hold on.
And what else do you know about Hardhome, if you know anything?
It was my home for years. There's never been a case of malaria.
When malaria made of
have been so many other things.
Oscar is going to say, I think he's been Ouija'd.
By whom? Or what?
I don't know. Oscar's gonna look to the prisoner and ask, what caused this illness? Was the first person ill the one that was bitten?
No.
No.
No, it was one of the miners.
A minor.
Mm.
Hmm. Do any of them have a desire to, I don't know, consume humans or living creatures?
They're all dead now, so I have no idea. Are you saying they were cannibals?
Ah, I think there is some treachery afoot. I don't think they were after human flesh. I think they were after something else, because I was quite thirsty there. And, I think I may have caused us more trouble than good here. Yeah. Huh. Well, Oscar's gonna look to Vandal. Is there anybody that was investigating this case, this illness?
There is a detective. Couple cars up.
The detective. Oscar's gonna look at the prisoner. Was this detective investigating the illness or you?
Are you asking me the question?
Yeah, I asked the prisoner. I looked at him and asked him.
He was investigating the illness, and I'm apparently the only option he may have. But fuck him.
Interesting. Well, if you need anything, food, water, hail the guards. Have them call us. I need to go speak with this detective immediately.
Alright.
Same.
I hope you feel better soon.
Tune in next time on Dragon Ball Z.
Not yet.
I'm going to get to this guy. And I'm going to ask him to send a message to all available like people on the train that take messages to have the detective go to the VIP bar.
Alright.
Can he get into the VIP bar?
Well, with a message you can. As long
Okay,
as the
yeah.
right peacekeeper gets him. Vandal?
Before I
Tell him to
leave,
go to the bar.
before I leave, I'm gonna drop the raw steak at the corner. Walk out. But anyways, yeah.
Making my way
Moving on.
downtown. This train's long.
You all can
what
fast
the
travel to the bar, I'll move him there.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing. I'm making my way downtown.
Shh.
Zoop.
I'm zooping.
Zoop.
Wait,
I'm
wait,
in
wait,
the
wait,
VIP.
wait, wait. We're not in the bar. That's not where he is. He's here.
No, he's going
I
to the
told him to
bar.
come to the VIP bar.
Yeah, I'm moving him
Who?
there.
Told who?
The detective.
Told this guy? Oh, okay. Fuck it.
Yeah, I'm putting his token down. It doesn't even matter because he's there.
I walk into the bar and I ask the butler if the detective has made it to the bar yet.
I'm right here.
Ah, good. We have things to discuss.
Yeah.
Let's go somewhere more private.
Okay. Where to?
Uh, well, let's see. Claudius is in his quarters sleeping. Rick is in our quarters sleeping. Rick can over here. Come to my room. Follow me.
No, I have to go into this fucking cramped ass room. 'Cause there ain't no way in hell I'm gonna miss this conversation.
So, you
That's
see him.
Hendrik's room.
No, I know. I was moving him. He just leans against the door.
Nice.
I'm just gonna turn this chair around.
All right. Well, tell me everything about the illness the prisoner has.
From what I know, it's highly contagious. It's tried to spread out of Hardhome. It's airborne. The only time that it's not affected anyone was when they were already dead.
Oscar's gonna put his mask on his face.
As
Say
for
airborne.
as for the effect it has on necrosis, is that it seems to malform the flesh and bone. We have studies currently going on. And don't worry, those who have been in contact with it are immune to it.
Hmm. Well,
Mainly.
I guess it would be a prudent thing to tell you that Vandal has this illness.
He just looks over
And we
and
should study him. We should study him.
Study me.
I can't take my armor off.
what do you mean that he has this illness?
Yes, do speak up.
Well, we were in contact with the prisoner and, you said it was airborne?
Yes.
Do cover your face.
Did you not contract? So hold on. You were in contact with the prisoner and he had it?
Yes.
Okay. Did you start experiencing symptoms or did your eyes go red?
I guess there's no point in trying to hide it. Yes, my eyes went red, and I went berserk and attacked my good companion Vandal, and
Then
now
you're
he's also
immune.
infected.
You're immune
Is it
then.
mute?
Yes. If you experience that versus the symptoms, you are immune. I've never seen a case where there's an exception.
Yes, well, don't mind me as I practice COVID-19 safety protocols and wear my mask around you.
It's perfectly
Um,
fine.
Yes, so what is your opinion on magic?
It's a myth.
It's a myth.
Yes. All the people
Really?
who are witches and quote unquote witches that are out there, they normally just do some alchemy and people think that that's magic. Other people study the stars.
Oscar's going to say, Don't touch the lights. It's going to get very dark in here. And then he's going to cast darkness.
He's a non-believer.
He doesn't
I mean,
believe.
I think you also have to say darkness or something.
I'm going to say darkness. And it's going to
Oh,
get
yeah.
very dark.
Like
It's
freaking
just gonna get
Nocturne.
it's gonna get pitch black in the room.
Nocturne.
It's a clever party trick.
Oh man. Okay. Would you mind putting your hand on the table for me?
I can't see shit, so no, I can't.
Okay, well, I'll dispel the darkness.
Alright. And he
Darkness
puts his
into-
hand down.
I'm going to take my gauntlet and I'm going to stab through his hand.
What?
Okay, we're going a little too hard trying to prove magic is real.
No. Then I'm gonna pull it out, and I'm going to ask him if that hurt.
Yes, absolutely.
And then I'm gonna watch as his wound magically cures.
What the hell is going on?
And then I'm going to look at him. And I'm going to ask him, did I not just put a hole through your hand?
He's just breathing hard.
Where is that hole?
He's actually
that
looking
hole?
a little bit more afraid than learning a lesson.
So, I do this so that you know I'm serious about this case. I thought it was a curse, and I attempted to remove the curse from him. And when I did that, we became afflicted.
Okay.
So I would have removed a curse as a magical thing. I could curse you now if you're interested.
He just looks at you. Absolutely fucking not.
Okay, well I'm glad that we're in agreement there because I don't have the ability to remove the curse from you if I were to curse you.
Well, isn't it wonderful? So what does this have to do with this? Are you saying it's a curse?
I'm saying it is something magical, and I would have thought that you would have figured that out by now.
If it's magical, then we have no way of handling it. Science couldn't handle it.
Science can do many things.
All we have is our write-ups on all the information we have. We've done
Then I'll
tests
need
with
to
it.
see those.
We've done tests with it.
But
And it's chemically induced. Like, it changes chemically. Like your skin, it'll change the molecules on that. And your bone. We did it to a hand, a severed hand.
anyways,
Can I see that hand?
I'll have to get with Manji.
Interesting. Well, guess I could have done that in the room, but my mind was a bit fried after that spell of lunacy that disease brought upon me.
He just looks over at Vandal. You've been quiet.
if you're done trying to prove that magic is real,
I think I've proved my point.
your prisoner doesn't know very much to begin with at all. Really.
That's why I brought us, because I thought that maybe you could study. I don't quite think you can study me. I'm gonna tap my armor and say, this is quite attached to me. But maybe my friend with more loose garb could be studied.
But
I don't know.
here's the thing, if you are immune to it, your cells will not be the same. It'll just be immune. We've already tested it on 2 people who were afflicted before, and who are immune now.
Well, the prisoner seems to be suffering the effects of the illness. He was quite sick when I brought him food. It seems he hasn't eaten for quite some time, but I brought him some food and he could not keep the potatoes down. The meat he could keep down just fine, but ate potatoes and could not keep it down.
So, I have an idea.
Potatoes.
If we are saying that curses are real, how did it hop from you to him?
Well, easy, I failed an intelligence save. No, I don't know. I don't know.
And how did it go from you to him? As he points to Vandal.
Oh, I punched him quite hard.
More than punching.
Yes, I apologize for my
As I
transgression.
look at the literal stab wounds.
So you got it through bloodstream.
Yes. Yes, he received it through injury caused by me.
So,
And I received the illness after attempting to remove the curse that I thought was on this prisoner.
so we have a pathogen that transfers by air that induces them and under what you saw that man have that slowly kills them. We have a blood related one. I think that would be more.
Telling from what your prisoner said, it started with miners.
Started in a mine, he said.
So perhaps they unearthed something. Something old. Something buried.
What kind of object would that be?
I do not know.
He couldn't say.
But some ancient blood thing.
Oh shit, this is gonna take me so
Some
long
kind
to
of
find. Oh no, it's not. It's
Strange path. I don't know.
Hardhome.
Anything could have been buried for
You
centuries.
said this came from Hardhome, was it?
Yes.
Yes. From Hardhome.
I'm not familiar with that area. I haven't traveled there before, so I wouldn't know what we're dealing with.
The mine
There's-
collapsed after they left, though. So who knows what could have been there?
Well, peacekeepers pulled out something. I never got a good look at it.
Yes, what did they pull out?
It would be wonderful if somebody in the party knew that.
Yeah, and is still not telling us.
You said Oscar's going to lean and say, you said the peacekeepers retrieved something.
Yes.
Then, my good sir, I do believe that this illness is magic. A curse of some sort.
Do you know something about this package?
I'm gonna mind link with Vandal and say I do. And then I'm going to say out loud, they would not give me much details, just that something strange was pulled out. That's all they would tell me. Then I'm gonna mind link with Vandal again and say, this is very dangerous. We may be dealing with some vampirism.
If what you're saying is they know what they have, but they won't tell anyone.
Yes, they will not tell me. I'm not privy to that
Well,
information.
where's the transport?
Again, I'm not privy to that information. The peacekeeper I was speaking with was very tight-lipped about that. Oscar's gonna mind link with Vandal and say it was a sarcophagus that had a yellow gemstone, the same gemstone that was on the basilisk I blew up. And then Oscar's going to say to the detective, I could not gather much from them about what it was, just that it was strange. And I'm assuming that strange must mean magic.
Sorry, this is all very new to me. Magic's not something that I've ever believed in.
Yes, well, I'm afraid you must believe in it if you want to get to the bottom of this investigation.
That's what I'm learning.
So,
I do apologize for scaring you, but Oscar, like, pulls his gauntleted hands up and says, there's no easy way for me to injure myself, you see. Plus, I wanted to get the point across in a way that you would understand.
Next time, don't stab my fucking hand. Scared the
Noted.
hell out of me.
Noted. I'm still readjusting to society, as you would.
He's looking very confused at all of it.
I understand this is quite a lot to take in.
It's not even about the magic at this point. I'm thinking about the issue at hand. Like, we have this disease, somebody's carrying it on the train, and what we've learned is airborne. What stops somebody from going in there and then contracting it and then lead it down the entire system?
Yes, well, now that we know about this, we can, you see, I am also a man of medicine, so I will ensure that this pathogen doesn't spread. In fact, I'll try to ensure that I'm the only person that has contact with the prisoner from this point on.
Alright.
Which I do believe I need to attend to sooner rather than later. So why don't we schedule a time for you to meet with us again with your other research assistant? What was his name?
Manji.
Manji, yes, Manji should... Does Manji believe in magic?
No, he's a very strict believer of science.
Well,
but if
then
you
I'll
told him this, you could probably get him to believe anything.
Oscar's going to look down at his, like, legs and and say, maybe this time I'll stab myself.
That might be better.
Yes, it might. I'll think about that next time.
Either way, I'll get him meet back up in, let's say, 0900.
Tomorrow morning.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, okay. That should be adequate.
I'll maybe
I'll
back up
inform
here.
him. Yes, we can meet in the VIP bar. I'll make sure that you and Manji have access into the bar. Oscar's gonna look around and look for, like, paper and pen. There has to be some somewhere.
There's definitely some in there.
Yeah, Oscar is going to write down, sorry, I don't think I've caught your name yet. Detective...
Lucius Carlson.
Oscar writes down Detective Lucius Carlson and Manji permitted to meet in VIP bar at 0900. And I'm going to sign it, and then I am going to ask him to walk with me to the bar so that I can get my message to the bands.
Yeah, he walks with you.
Okay, I'm just gonna move my piece of paper.
Vandal?
Yeah, I guess they left me out of that, but that's fine, that's fine.
No, he was looking at you before he left, like wondering if you were following.
Oh, yeah, no. I'll follow
Oscar is going to find the butler, and the detective is going to be with him, and Oscar is going to hand the message that he wrote to the butler and tell the butler that I need to see the two people on this sheet tomorrow morning at 09. I hope this gives them adequate permission to come in tomorrow.
That'll be fine.
And then I'm going to not touch Detective Lucius. I'm going to say, go to Manji and discuss with him what's happened. Leave out the magic for now. I don't want him to think you a fool.
No, everybody needs to get a good rest for what we're going to talk about. That way their brains are actually working.
Yes. So do retire, and I'll sort this business of quarantine out.
He nods, starts walking off.
Mr. Butler. I need you to get a message to the Bants that I need to speak with them immediately.
Alright.
I still have my mask on at this point because I don't trust it. Vandal has mask
He
on.
starts
always.
using the machine.
Interesting
Access.
gadget you have there.
Well, it's useful for train cars. He gets another message, writes it down. Yeah, you're allowed to. They're waiting.
Okay. All right, Vandal. Let us go.
We're going to the Bants now?
What was Vandal doing?
Okay, I guess we're going to the Bants.
Okay, which car? This car here, I assume? They'll be here waiting for us?
Well, if you back up a door, yeah. Let me zoom out a little bit. The champion's actually sitting in the car behind it. He just watches you guys walk away.
Yeah,
And
I walk
No,
past him.
I'll hold on. I'm gonna go to the champion, and I'm going to say you might want to come with us for this.
As I walk
sounds
past him, I'm
good.
going to say, not even close.
For you.
And then I will knock on the door.
He just the fucking Elric just opens it.
All right, in we go.
He just lays down. What is it? You said it was urgent.
Yes, may I have a seat?
Of course.
Yes, the prisoner on board needs to be immediately quarantined. Everybody that's come in contact with him needs to be immediately quarantined. I wish to be the only one that has access to the prisoner at this time. There is a magical illness that he is infected with, that the people of Hardhome were infected with.
Under
Now,
what grounds have you learned this?
I've spoken with the detective, and I have also become aware of what cargo you have on board.
What is that?
The sarcophagus.
And how do you know about this?
Taken from the mines.
How do you
See,
know about that?
I would like to keep my source safe, because he told me this in confidence. But what I will tell you now, with the utmost respect to you, is the basilisk we fought had a gemstone very similar to the one on your sarcophagus. This is very serious.
Well, we'll send a message. He looks to send a code, just walks over and starts putting down the code so it will send it down.
Now, I have not been able to gather much from the prisoner or the detective about what this sarcophagus is, or what's in it, but I'm certain there is some witchery afoot. Because the disease, the detective assures me I'm immune, but I'll keep this mask on to keep everybody safe in case I'm not. He says it's an airborne pathogen, but when I touched the prisoner and attempted to remove a curse, I thought it was a curse, I became bewitched by this magic and attacked my friend Vandal here. If, Vandal wants to point to his bleeding chest or something.
Yeah, chest, arm, whatever is hit,
Yes, you see, I was overcome by an insatiable rage, and all I could hear was his heartbeat, and I had the desire to kill him.
Hmm.
This troubles me greatly. This disease troubles me greatly.
Well,
I don't know what it could be,
we'll
but I know
figure
it's
it out then.
serious.
If you guys are the ones that are wanting to investigate, I'll let you. Do not make sure it does not invade these carts.
No, of course, I will keep my mask on.
If
I
it
will...
invades these carts, we will have a bigger problem than just people getting ill.
Yes, and that's why I would wish to quarantine everybody that has dealt with the prisoner. I don't want this spreading, and I don't want the passengers knowing about it. No need to cause quite a disturbance of that level.
All right.
I'm sure your military members that have been in contact with him would understand that
Miller
safety
is
is
the only
our
one
utmost.
who's been in contact with him.
Well then, has anybody been in contact with Miller?
Probably his men, which we will handle. We sent the message.
I know this troubles you as it troubles me. I do not wish to rock the boat here, but I think that for everyone's safety, we need to figure this out.
We do.
Now, I don't know what to do about the sarcophagus issue. I do not think I have what it takes to adequately investigate it and determine what's going on. I'm hoping that in Bant City you may have people with a
That
stronger
city
sense of...
is 2 weeks out.
Do you have any contacts along the way who might be able to assist with this investigation?
Not in this manner. And if we were to, let's say it comes from the sarcophagus itself, we cannot allow it to go into other people's hands. As
No,
horrible
I
as this
agree.
sounds, it is safer on this moving train.
Unfortunately, I agree, but I don't like what that means for your passengers.
Me
Or
either.
you, for that matter. I don't like what this can do for you. I think this is a very grave situation that we've uncovered. And I wish to fully cooperate with you and your men to try and find out what's going on, but...
I'm going to
I don't...
incite curfews. Everybody after 9 p.m. sends them back to the room. Nobody will be walking cabins at that time. Syndica, make sure that it's set up right away. As he goes and actually starts sending messages.
Oscar is going to tell Big Boy Bant, the detective and his what is he, a researcher? The detective and his researcher. I've asked them to meet with me in the morning tomorrow. Would you like to be present for that?
No. You'll
No.
keep it informed. This is your guys' investigation, and hopefully you can figure it out.
Of course we'll keep you informed. Yes.
Yeah. He hands
Well,
you a small, like, set of paper that actually is how to understand Morse code. Like, it's just a Morse alphabet. Have you ever
when
used...
he gets up to try and like hand it to you, I'm gonna like put my hand up and say, just pass it down the table. I don't want to get too close.
He hands it over to Vandal.
I just grab it and hand it to him.
Yep. There's 2 pages. Both of them are the Morse alphabet. If you ever need to use the machines, use it this way.
Oh boy, I'm going to study this greatly so that I can learn a new language and put it in my language sheet. Yes, I am acquiring all the languages.
It's really simple, to be fair.
I now have 7 languages. Anyway, I will study this tonight so that I can properly communicate with you. And yes, I will keep you all very informed of what's happening. But
If
I
you
think
do
for
not
this...
feel safe to bring it to us, like information face to face, send us a message. When you first put in the first code, hold down the button for at least 3 seconds and then send it. That way it links to ours only.
I understand. I'll make sure that you're informed every step of the way. Like I said, I think safety should be our #1 priority here.
Right.
And I would hate for anything to happen to our benefactors that are helping us with our bounty issues.
It's not just that. This is a whole lot of people that we need to protect as well.
Yes. So, now, I do not mean to be rude, but let me retire so that I can study this Morse code and gather my thoughts for the investigation. I don't want to expose you if I don't
It's
have to.
perfectly fine. Go ahead and handle it.
And thank you for humoring me in this. I appreciate it. And I'm gonna bid him adieu and stroll on out. And yeah, just
Yeah.
gonna
I suppose that's it. Yeah.
Everybody going to bed for the night?
yeah, I'm gonna go in here and I'm going to
I mean, is it even time for bed?
Yeah, it's about 9. You guys have been at that for a while.
Is it even time though?
They just enforced lockdown at 9, so yeah.
But like, we're the investigators in the case. Is it even time?
Yeah. So, one last thing. 1 second. In the middle of the night, when you are sound asleep, you are woken up by one single phrase. Wake up, my child, we have a lot to do. And you feel it in your heart, in your head, and when you wake up, you notice that you have longer fangs that are slowly receding, and your claws are literally going back into your hand. You know full well what you have at this point, and that's where session will end. I'm gonna go send you back to the other chat now. I want to thank everybody who showed up for tonight's stream, and I wonder what will happen next on Chronicles of Pantheon.